Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another Reactz podcast. Got my man Grind and Motivate in the building, and we got some guests. We got my man Keep It 100 in the building. What's good with it, bro? And we got my man Bronze the God in the house. What's good with y'all?
What's good? What's good?
Let the grind. I'm down for the grift. Where the grift at? Where the bread at?
You already know that AdSense, bro. That AdSense. You know what I'm saying?
Hand it over.
Good. Hand it over. Hand it over. You know what I'm saying? That's hilarious, man. So shout out to everybody in the comment section. If you guys can hear us okay, give us a thumbs up. If you guys cannot hear us okay, then give us a thumbs down. And we got two videos that we're going to react to. The first one, I'm going to let Bronze the God tell y'all about. And then y'all already know what the second one is. It's the feature presentation on the thumbnail. So, Bronze, go ahead. Let us know what's going on.
Well, basically, this content creator, Pootie, basically goes to this super racist town in Arkansas and interviews all these racist people and stuff. It's wild, bro.
Let me ask you a question. Would you do that?
Hell no.
Would any of y'all do that? Would you do it, Grind?
Nah, I wouldn't do it.
Nah, I feel it. What about you, honey? You know you would. Nah, I feel it.
I kind of halfway missed the question because I was looking at Carlton. Carlton said, "Oh, keep it 100."
Carlton know what's good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we're about to check this out real quick. If y'all want me to stop it anywhere, just let me know. Shout out to everybody that's watching. If you guys haven't smashed that like button, make sure you guys smash that like button. Also, help your boy out. Make sure that you guys share the stream to your social media. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was hollering at you. Send me the I don't have the YouTube link, so you can share. You send that to me, and I can hit everybody with it. Bring some people up in here.
Oh, okay, for sure. All right. Well, while I'm
meantime. In the meantime,
I got you. You know what? I'm gonna throw it in the back chat.
No doubt.
All right, y'all. Let's get it. Oh, look at this, man. Y'all ain't even tell me I wasn't sharing the screen. How y'all do me like that?
Yo, I was waiting.
You got I didn't know.
We chilling, you know. Let's go.
Look, y'all killed me. All right, we got it. Here we go. We about to get it in. And yo, keep it 100. I'm about to throw that link in the back chat.
All right, y'all heard he put a 50K bounty on my head. So you know we had to sneak back in. Everybody wanted a part 2, but nobody thought I was going to do it. Today we had Harrison and Zink, Arkansas, home of the KKK. Let's go around town and see what everybody thought of the video I did here. But first, we got to make one quick stop. Let's go. All right, y'all, we at the University of Arkansas right now. So this isn't in the racist town. This actually 2 hours away, complete different side of Arkansas. But I figured let me go ahead and touch bases with the local college over here. Y'all, one of my favorite games back in the day was charades. I miss it. Let's go play it. Do y'all know how to play?
Not really.
So I'm going to show something on my forehead, and then y'all just act it out. So like just act it out.
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty.
No.
Lion? Boom. Climber. Bowler. A gardener.
It's like an animal with a striped tail. They're like small.
Cheetah.
Like black eyes, like black around their
Panda.
eyes. No, they're small, tiny little thing, and they run around getting trash cans and shit. Big striped tail.
Yo, man, some people would just do anything for money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about this so far? Like, my thing is like, you know what's crazy? First of all, how many subscribers this dude got? He got like 1 million subscribers.
He might be. I think he might be one of them guys.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Like to me, like what kind of parents raised you that you would that this is what you would do to create content? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just wild to me, man. Like that to me, that's just wild. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I'm wondering too.
I'm trying to understand what's going on here. So he's in a racist town to do what exactly? To I'm trying to get it. Like
me
I'm
too.
trying to get it, man. You know, what is he doing? Like he's walking up to different white folks and showing them what Black Lives Matter, coon, this, that. What I'm trying to understand what's going on here.
It looked like what's going on. It looked like he's playing a game of like racist charades or something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Bronze?
Hey, I don't know. I'm just as lost as y'all.
So
the video is called "Sneaking Back into America's Most Racist Town," and he's in the most racist town. He look like he wilding a little bit. I don't know, just a little bit.
Oh, it gets worse,
man. This is that stupid stuff, man. Like this is wild. Now here go my thing. Like doing a video like this dude he's not really concerned with the reactions that black people would give him on this video. He's looking for, you know what I'm saying, like everybody else's reactions because he knows what most self-respecting black people are gonna say. Like nobody gonna appreciate this video. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna appreciate this video. Like he got people side-eyeing him and staring at him funny. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know, man. It is what it is. Let's get it. Let's continue. Anybody want me to stop? Just let me know. All right.
Cat in the Hat. Bowling. Get sturdy. Get Muhammad Ali.
No.
Not Whitey.
Wait. So not Whitey.
Not Whitey.
Not Whitey. Wait. What are we looking at?
1800s. Kute Kinte. Property. Human beings.
LeBron James. Steph Curry.
No.
Not Whitey though.
Man, 2 to 3 bullets injecting like some steroids. Popping pussy in the mansion, something she ain't get paid to do. These niggas snitching, 2020, something they get paid to do. Fuck niggas be aiding you. Beat his ass like Ray Lou. Working hard like 2 a day. 100K by day 2. You can hoops with some broke ass niggas that make you broke too.
Is that a black guy? What the fuck?
Wait, you see a black person?
Bro, what's a black person doing here, man?
I don't know.
What the fuck? So did you grow up here?
Michigan. Just moved down here with my mom.
Why? How many black people are in your classes? None?
About a couple.
So y'all chose Harrison. Have you been to Zink? I heard it's a nice vacation place, bro.
Oh, no.
It's like a beach town. It's like 2 lights down the street. Have you experienced racism since you've been here?
Only once.
Only once?
Yeah.
What did they call you, boy?
Old lady called me and
Really?
yeah.
For what? You want her yard or something?
No, we were just me and my
Look, shout out to everybody in the comment section. Man, there's mad people saying, yo, this is awkward to watch.
Mhm.
This is cringe. Yo, if this is awkward and cringe, give me a thumbs up. If this is cool and you guys are enjoying it and this is great, then give me a thumbs up or like, you know, a flame emoji. I do not understand why people do videos like this.
It's to me is interesting what is entertainment, right?
Right.
Understand it's like, okay, we can say what we're saying, but then we have to look at, like you said, how many followers this guy has or subs. Right. So there's a market for this type of, because it's crazy enough. Like the internet is one of them places where like you can just throw fuckery out there, right? And it
right.
And the numbers that fuckery attracts lets us know who we really are.
Facts.
Okay, who we really are, as opposed to how we pretend to be.
Facts.
Right. It's just, to me, it's some social experiment type of shit. Like, social, yeah.
That's a conversation that people don't want to have, because in what world can any black person feel comfortable, you know what I'm saying, like doing this, you know what I'm saying, like the J community, man, they would take old boy aside. You know what I'm saying, like that wouldn't go down. But like, man, like how bad is it if you can actually feel comfortable to sell your history and your trauma out? What kind of people are we producing? You know what I'm saying?
That's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is he's kind of, how can I say, what's the best way to say this? He's kind of using people's racism as a hustle. He's hustling racism.
Yeah, actual race hustler.
Right. But he's not doing it to black people. He's hustling white folks racism. Like it's so many different ways that this can be viewed. We can look at it like, oh, he's wild and this and that. It's not necessarily something that I would think of to do, but to me it's funny because, you know, they're into it, they're buying into it, and he's able to take it and eat off it.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, not necessarily like on some like you know, Larry Elder, or what's the other guy's name? The
Officer Tatum.
not him, the old dude that be saying,
Thomas Sowell.
No, not Thomas Sowell, the old dude that be interviewed. He interviewed a couple of females. I think maybe Umar had a conversation with him.
Oh, wait, hold on. Jesse Lee.
Jesse Lee.
Okay, yeah.
Right. It's not like that. It's almost like he's spoofing the shit, right?
Right.
In this, like it's almost like he's in a way kind of like laughing at it, right? Which is hard for us to do because we've been on the short end of the shit.
Right.
For so long, we you know, it's hard for us to make fun of racism. It's easier for white folks to do that. So he's hustling white folks' ability to make fun of racism because they've been on the positive side of racism. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get exactly what you're saying.
Right.
No, I get it.
That's why
a lot of times, like I try to explain that to people about how racism is actually beneficial for white people, which is why they kind of like don't really want anybody talking about it, because they don't want to admit the benefits that it has. And he's actually kind of focusing in on that, and it's causing them to let their guard down, which is interesting, because that's when you get that unbridled honesty that they don't mean to say.
Right. See, it's like your white friends asking you, can they say the N-word? See, once white folks are around a black person that they feel is okay with, I guess, the humor that they find in racism, that's why they can make all the racist jokes in the world. That's when, like you said, that's when they let their guard down and they just let it all out and they let it be seen. They hide it, you know, because they don't want us to see it. But he's cool, he's okay with it. Okay, so let's right. So then and you record that and you throw it on the internet to, you know, and it's like, look at these motherfuckers.
Right.
So
Look
it's two ways. Yeah. So it's two ways it could be looked at, right? Whereas, you know, we could look at him as a coon, or we could look at him that way. I don't know the man's intentions,
right.
But it's multifold, to be honest, but it's at least twofold.
Right.
So go ahead.
No, I agree. What do you guys think?
I can see both ways as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I took it as, honestly.
To me, it's just like, man, like but the thing is that I would have went about the humor a lot different. You know what I'm saying? But like, again, this is his content. He allowed to do whatever he wants to. It's his prerogative. And hey, he eating off of it. I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? I don't get a million people watching my content. So who am I to, you know what I'm saying, tell this guy what to do? You feel what I'm saying? There's more people that want to watch this than there are that want to watch what we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me to like criticize in that way, I can't do that. That wouldn't be an honest criticism. But, you know, again, like Keep It 100 said, it's just interesting how these things are drawn out of these people. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting. All right, I'm going to run it again. We don't have that much more.
My friends walking around.
I just met Canelo Joseph, nigga. I'm fanned out. Blick you. All black up for the rundown, Glock 17. I can't find Tom nowhere. God damn it, I've been looking all day. Have y'all seen Tom?
I've not seen Tom.
Snipperoo, damn it, call me a goddamn idiot. Have not seen Tom a damn place. Have you seen him?
No.
He's a patriot. I'm trying to find him.
I like the shirt, though, man.
Like you.
Thank you, sir.
One patriot to another.
Thank you, sir.
One patriot to another. Have you seen him?
Are you a vet?
If you've seen him, tell him I'm looking for him. That's my friend. I just want to make sure he's all right.
Amen.
Thank you. Hey, hold on. Long night with the girls. The club closed at 1:58. All your friends have a man except for you, and both of us walk past you. Who you going with? Have you seen Tom? I've been looking for Tom. Me and him matched on Grindr. We're supposed to be here. You haven't seen it? You want a Budweiser? Who you think looks better, me or him?
Hold up.
Well, I guess you do, since you're so much younger and stuff.
Let me get your number real quick. I'm trying to give me a reason to come back to Harrison. By the way, y'all niggas hiring? Tom, yeah, Tom.
I think I saw someone sitting outside.
I've seen him around, but not today, no.
Who you think look better, me or him? Have y'all seen my friend here, Bonnie Chance?
We just walked in, but I have no idea. I don't know.
Okay, he does look very familiar. So, because
Have you seen Tom Bonnie Chance?
I have not read off. I think he looks familiar, actually, but I have not read off.
You think he's a male?
I would assume so.
You think he's a man?
I mean, I'd have to ask him.
You think he's a he? Do you think he gets into that mentally ill stuff?
That's a good question.
All right, Rob.
All right, hold on. I got you, bro.
All right, y'all.
I'm convinced. Nah. He's hustling, bro. I ain't even mad at it no more. He's playing the shit. Bro, the Trump hoodie and all that. Nah, I'm convinced, bro. He got me. Oh man, he's playing the shit out these people, bro.
Yeah.
He's playing the shit out these people, man. He's just bringing it out of the and the people that he's choosing to display. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get the satire. You got to get the satire.
Yeah, no. I think I get it a little bit more now. It was funny because I was actually just thinking about this, because I was thinking about how Myron Gaines was like, oh, you know, like it used to be funny when Dave Chappelle would do this and he would throw on the hood and it was hilarious. But the thing is that, I was thinking about it. I was like, actually what Chappelle, like, people don't really get that skit. In that skit with Tyrone Biggums, Chappelle wasn't making fun of black people. He was making fun of white people and how idiotic.
Clayton Bigsby.
Clayton Bigsby, yeah.
Right.
He was making fun of how idiotic and underdeveloped racism is.
Right.
That's what he was making fun of. So like now, like looking at this and checking out the people that he's going up to and the way he's kind of playing them, like making fun of their culture of racism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even get that because they're so dumb. They think that that's normal human behavior, and it's just all going above his head. So he's actually kind of showing a vulnerability, how all you got to do is just act like you don't like black people, and that will like open up the floodgates to how white people just act like they appreciate you for no reason. It's crazy.
Right. You one of the goons.
Right. So stupid, man.
Nah, I get it now.
Yeah, no doubt. This is hilarious.
Minutes away from Zinc, Arkansas right now. I got another Trump gear on. This is a hoodie this time. I don't want to get pulled over by a cop. Why's he reaching? Stop reaching. Like, I don't have time for that. Woo. I'm really trying to hype myself up right now, y'all. I hope I run into him. He's the CEO of racism. You got to check in with him before you need to know questions about racism. Here we are. Past the train tracks, straight to the dirt road. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Like, this is the town, y'all. Like, this is dirt. Hey, the guy just pops out.
I'm a male. I'm a man. I'm a he.
Here we are. I mean, we did it right there. All right, put it down, put it down. That's the lady I had talked to. Excuse me. I had talked to a guy here last time. I think you was here. Name's Tom. Oh, there he is. There goes our guy, the CEO of racism himself. That's his name, Tom. Been looking for you. You remember me? You remember me?
Yeah.
And I got you a surprise. Look at this.
I don't drink. Except for coffee.
You don't drink, but you could double it and pass it to the next person. I remember her too. She was in the video the last time. Oh, y'all dating now? No, we're married. Woo! Can we get a kiss for the camera? Come on, let's see a little. Ooh. First of all, have you seen the video?
I don't know why people think we would have animosity towards one another.
I mean, I think we're best friends.
No, hell no.
Would you consider yourself racist? Before you answer that, there was so much context that he's not racist. He's just like.
Y'all want to say something? Go ahead.
I got nothing.
Nah, keep going.
Keep going. All right, bet.
Things his way.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Depends on how you define racist, and it redefines itself every minute.
Are you in the KKK?
I'm not a traditional Klansman.
Are you associated?
Oh, yeah. The only solution is radicalism.
So would you consider yourself a radicalist?
Very much.
Do you consider the KKK a racist organization?
Not. Depends on the organization. There is no national organization anymore.
Really quick, I asked you this last time, and maybe your mind changed.
No.
Me?
I like that rock.
Fuck. What's your favorite racial slur?
What one would you like me to use for you?
When was the last time you said the N-word?
Oh, it's been days.
Do you feel disappointed that Harrison is considered the most racist town when y'all are so passionate about it? Like, are you mad at Harrison?
That's from the old days when they actually had a sundown law, and Zinc didn't, because Zinc didn't need one. If they made it through Harrison after midnight, that was badass.
For people who don't know, what is the sundown town?
Sundown town is an area that posts the law no blacks after sundown, and they did that for a reason.
What is?
Oh, so now check this out though. Shout out to my man Torian Rain, because Torian is in the building. This is something that white people deny all the time, and this dude just admitted to it, despite the fact that there's evidence of it all over the place, and that some sundown towns still exist today. This is something that they just, it doesn't exist, blah, 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 but this guy knows exactly how they exist and why they exist. And if I'm not mistaken, this place that he lives in is not a sundown town.
Right. But see, again, and this is why I now appreciate what homie is doing. Again, when you approach these people the way he's approaching them, that's when the truth comes out, right? So, he's brought the comfort out of these people to the point where now he ain't got to lie no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could talk to a guy who you think is on your team. These are the conversations that would happen when there's no black people in the room, unless the black person in the room is amenable to the conversation. You understand what I mean?
Right. So, or unless they're one of those black people that's passing, and they can't really just tell whether they black or white.
Right. So again, like now that I get the gist of what homie is doing, now I appreciate it, because these are the sorts of things that you wouldn't get otherwise.
Right.
You wouldn't get it otherwise. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead. This is starting to become very interesting.
Yeah, no doubt. What do you guys think? Bronze, what do you guys think?
I think keeping 100 is spot on. He's pulling it up out of these folks.
yeah, no doubt. I agree. Real quick, y'all, if you guys haven't smashed the like button, please take a moment. Make sure you guys smash the like button. We got 18 people watching on Reactz. Shout out to everybody on Reactz. That's what's good. We got 17 on Grind and Motivate, so smash that like button over there. And on Rumble, I think we got 6 people watching, and we got 1 like. So shout out to everybody over there. Make sure you guys smash that like button and share the stream.
What's the reason?
Y'all thought you were familiar with the hood.
Let's
be carrying on more after sundown. They'd be robbing and looting. Matter of fact, look up Walmart being diversified by blacks. You'll find plenty of monkey shines.
Oh my God.
Do I look like I'm a part of the modern world?
You've been around the hood before, though, right?
Yeah, didn't much like it. Matter of fact, you want to know why many black people move to a white area to get away from blacks? You know how blacks are in the hood? They want to get the hell out of the hood. You know, the hood gets them.
But you wouldn't consider yourself a light hood nigga, right?
No. By the way, is that your real hair?
Would you want dreads?
Oh, hell no.
Let's say.
Well, that's just better for me.
Oh, you got that fade, boy. You know how T.I. wears hat?
No.
Can we see it really quick? Just so they know, like, all right, you actually like the blacks.
If that's what it takes, they ain't gonna find out.
Check.
I'm not into rap music or any of that.
Swear.
When I lived in a more diverse area, there was one thing I liked to do to those people playing that garbage. I would pull up beside of them in my pickup truck and play a tape I had of bagpipe music and drown their shit out.
Can we get a tour of your garage?
Well, right now, no. There's something going on in there.
Okay. There's not no up black people in there, right?
No, would you? Do you think that's a good idea? We get so few. It'd be a collector's item.
Last time I asked you if you ever slept with a black girl, have that changed?
No, it ain't going to change.
Who's your dream black queen?
Any of them that want to go to Africa.
What is Memphis?
Memphis in Africa. Go down to Memphis. You drive through. There's enough blacks there to make a Tarzan movie every day of the week.
There's a lot of reports. I don't know, is this true? They saying Tom Robb passed. Is that true?
No. Some imbecile made it up and it got spread. He is alive and well and just finished his Knights of the Ku Klux Klan Leadership Conference.
Do you know what twerking is?
Yeah.
Have you ever got twerk?
No, don't want to.
Can you say, I like this black man?
I tolerate this black man.
Would I be the screensaver of your phone, the selfie of me and you?
Uh-uh.
You wouldn't hang that on your wall?
Hang it on the wall. Hang it, huh?
Name 5 black people.
Michael Jackson, most of the time.
Is Jack Harlow really the best white rapper outside of Eminem? They were saying
I don't
that.
know who the hell he is. I don't care how you lighten it up. Rap music is crap music.
Okay.
The message is usually.
Hey, I got a question. So let me ask you guys: do you guys think that this is the baseline for white people? Like everybody's parents, everybody's dad is like this guy. What do you guys think?
Somebody in the family.
Yeah.
I think that they all have at least one.
I think all of their fathers are like this guy. Like every single one. And I think that the grandfather is worse. Like I think that this guy right here is actually like one of the most progressive people in white America.
Oh wow. The funny thing is, as much as I go back and forth with conservatives on my channel or Bernard's channel or whatever, right?
Yeah.
This is the type of shit they need to see.
They need to see it.
Right. You tell them, let them tell it, oh, these white folks don't hate you and they don't feel
love
this way,
us.
they don't feel that way. And this is the type of thing, because again, like this is the stuff that even them, if they hear these people say it, they're not gonna tell us.
Right.
Right. And what I'm saying is the black conservatives, right? They be around these people to make them feel real comfortable. And when these people get real comfortable enough, they say some crazy shit, and they're not gonna report this back to us. They'll still like, oh no, they'll treat you nice and this and that, and they don't hate you, yada yada yada. There's a few, and their names. There's a few conservatives in the space or whatever the case may be that I come from, and it's like, yo, bro, like, is out there. And to tell us that it ain't there, like, you're lying. But again, that's why I like stuff like this. To be honest, because it brings it out, and he says this is a minority of white folks. Understand this: the majority of the country has these sorts of existences.
Yeah,
the majority of the country. Right,
including black people. There's black people that have worse sentiments than this white guy right here. But yeah, I would agree with Keep 100 that this is the majority of America. My bad, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you good. Because if you've never lived in a white town, and I have, I've lived in small white towns. I've been in the trailer park. What he's doing is not new to me. It's not me being from Brooklyn, New York, the first time I encountered it was like, whoa, this is crazy, right? But then once you see it, you can't unsee it. So like, and I put Jerry Springer up on high because a lot of people are like, oh, Jerry Springer made black people look bad. No, he didn't. He made white folks look crazy. And he put out the image of white people that wasn't normally put out, because every time we turn on TV, we see suits and Mad Men, and we see a white man in the suit and the comb over, and that's our image of white people. And Jerry Springer brought this to the forefront. Okay, so the marry your cousin, date your sister, all that shit, trailer park shit. This is most of America. RV shit. Pack up your crib, hit the road shit. That's most of America. And then they'll see guys like this, the black man on here, or they'll see us with a gold chain on and this and that, and they think, well, damn, these motherfuckers got gold around their neck. They doing better than us. And if you think it's not the truth, go into one of these small towns where there's a gunshot in every street sign because they got guns. And see and talk to one of these people like this man is doing and see. He's talking about this is the minority. Okay, bro. Yeah. If you look at that map, it's red as shit.
Right. This like I said, if you ask me, this is all of their fathers, all of their brothers. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's just if you ask me, though. You know what I'm saying? So that means that I got to raise my kids in a way to be able to identify and defeat this. You know what I mean? Because these are the guiding sediments of the United States. This is your Rumble crowd. This is people that support Trump and DeSantis. You know what I'm saying? They live in these little towns. Like this dude, I bet you this dude got a dual lifetime membership to the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys. You know what I'm saying?
So right, one last comment. I'm gonna say this for CP the artist. I'm from New York City. A lot of white people, like when you're a black person and you typically come from places where there's a lot of black people, and the white people in those places tend to be of the liberal variety, right? You come from metropolitan city. I don't know where CP is from.
I don't think CP knows where we're from, but we got to diversify ourselves. Go look up the population matrix of Akron, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Like, go look up the population matrix of Garfield Heights, Ohio, where I went to school.
Yeah, he says, I'm from Jersey. You ain't saying
with all those racist Italians and mafia members. You know what I'm saying? Jersey Shore.
So let me respond to him because he think he's saying big shit because
Hoboken.
Yeah, Jersey is tri-state area, bro. Jersey is tri-state area. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, bro. You ain't saying nothing to me, bro. You from Jersey. That shit ain't what we're looking at. Jersey is not what we're looking at. I don't give a fuck what part of Jersey you from. It ain't this shit that we're watching.
Yeah, this is Arkansas.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm saying plenty, bro. I know Jersey, bro. I'm from New York. I've been all over Jersey. You're saying nothing to me.
The Midwest. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything that this would be similar to, it'd be upstate New York. This wouldn't have anything in common with like Jersey.
Right.
Metro area, Hoboken, you know what I'm saying? Manhattan, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's Brooklyn is 10 minutes away from you. Exactly. So you're proving my point, fam. 10 minutes away from you. So 9 times out of 10, you from North Jersey. You from the city. You're from the city. Okay, so at the end of the day, you're not saying what I'm saying. I've been to rural, you know, I can't even say residential. I'm talking about where small towns where the population is in the few thousands. The few thousands, right? Everybody know everybody. I knew the mayor, I knew the sheriff, I knew the deputy, I knew everybody. Dukes of Hazzard shit. You're in North Jersey, bro. You're saying nothing.
Right. Okay? And my mom is mixed. My mom is mixed. I got I got people in the comment section telling me I need to diversify. And I have these kinds of people on far ends of my family in the South. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like this cat could be my cousin. And I'm getting told in the comment section, you know what I'm saying, that I need to diversify when these people could possibly be my relatives. In the South.
ACP, quit while you're ahead. You talking about I never left Fulton Street, motherfucker. I'm in Vegas. I've been to more places than you. I bet. Matter of fact, fuck bet. I've been more places than you.
He said Fulton Street. That's hilarious.
He said I never left Fulton Street. I'm not even sitting in Brooklyn. What's the matter with this guy, bro? You don't want to. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that with me. Just keep it 100, baby. I'm on a plane every other fucking week, bro. You don't want to do it with me, bro. I'll flood this shit with pictures of me on the plane, bro. Like, knock it off. But anyway, we get off topic.
No, but don't you wish that we had the same kind of the defense, like anytime white people are being critiqued, I mean, like, man, there's always somebody willing to jump in front and get the bullets. Right. Like, don't you wish that we had that shit like that?
Like, I wish. Now I'm a cornball because you never left Perth Amboy. But yeah, I wish we did.
Crazy.
I wish we did have that.
It's wild. Like we're literally looking at a white guy here that is saying, I mean, he said all of this stuff out of his mouth.
Right.
And we're laughing and joking and making fun about it. And you know what I'm saying? It's interesting. Like people are having a reaction to that. Like somebody said it about them or about you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you find better white people to be around. And you're from Jersey, 17 minutes away from New York, bro. Go to the middle America. Go to middle America. Go to your heartland. Go to your South. Go to your Midwest. You understand what I'm saying? Go to your Utah. Go to your Nevada. You're saying nothing from Jersey, bro. Go to these places, and these are the people you'll meet. And to be honest, you'll meet black people that think the same way.
Black people that think the same way.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm from the South. I'm literally from small town rural America. Bro, and this is the baseline of how these people act.
Right.
All of them. I've been raised around them my whole life.
Yeah, you've got places in your state named after anti-black acts, anti-black sentiments, anti-black stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? Like in Oklahoma, they got Dead Negro Holler and all of that. I think they have another version of that in Kentucky, and it's just like, man, it's just wild. These are actual historic facts. Like this was there is a reason why this white dude is like this, and the reason why he is like this is because he grew up in the Confederate South, where this was legitimately a hardcore, not only legal but cultural part of American living. And it's like, man, this is crazy. Like you're actually talking about what was going on here, and you got people saying, well, what about Chicago? What about black on black crime? Like, are you serious? This is what I'm talking. This is what I be talking about in the inbox, Bronze. This is it. This is exactly what I be talking about.
Yep. Yeah, man. Like I said, bro, the parish that I live in, because we have parishes, not counties in Louisiana. The parish that I live in is named Beauregard Parish. Beauregard was like a general in the Confederate Army. And every year we have a Confederate parade that goes through town and shit, bro. That shit is real.
Even in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and Harrisburg, PA, they do Civil War reenactments. Now, of course, because it's in Harrisburg, there's more Union soldiers, but I mean, that even shows the mentality of those people up there, because they're still reenacting the Civil War. You know what I'm saying? And like, and I'm telling you, look at the thing that's crazy about this. This white guy on the TV is not even denying his racism. He, you know what I'm saying? Like he's thinking it's funny, you know what I'm saying? Embracing it, walking into it. And like it's the people in the chat, like, you know what I'm saying? Like people that need to be aware of it to keep themselves safe are just completely in denial. This is what I'll be telling TD, you know what I'm saying? Like the situational awareness and the lack of desire for self-determination. I mean, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, like people deserve to not be around anymore if you can't adjust to the way that the world is. You know what I'm saying?
So see, let me show. CP says he don't do extremes. His first comment was, "This is the minority of black people." So now he's accusing us of saying all. Right? Knock it off, bro. You're making straw man arguments. All right. The majority of people in this country are like this, right? The majority, right? Whether they say it out loud or not, and you know, including some of the liberals, they don't talk like this, but they have belief systems that are like this. No,
H3 is one of them. Fact.
Hey, you want to highlight where CP said that the minority of white people in this country are like this, because now he's saying he never said it, because the comment is there, you dumb fuck. The comment is there. You can't take back comments on the internet, genius. So now I ignore him, because now I ain't never say that.
Hold on, let me see. Okay, here we go, right here.
Yeah, this is a minority of white folks. CP the artist. No, CP the dumb fuck.
Yo, wow.
Okay.
Yo,
change your name. Change your name to CP the dumb fuck. But anyway, let's whatever. I'm good. Yes. Carlton, you already knew.
Carlton, like, oh wow.
He says,
all right,
he says, sorry, you can't read. This dude's an idiot. Anyway, I'm good with him, man. Let's go.
Hold on, didn't it? Wait, hold on real quick. Now I'm confused. Wait a minute, hold on real quick. Didn't it?
Yeah, nah, Carlton's my guy. I told Carlton, he said, keep it 100. He already knew the fuckery was coming, man.
Carlton, wow.
And I,
yeah. So
this is a minority of white folks. Yeah, I can't read that.
Well, look like I came in at a bad time. What's going on, panel?
What's good? What's good? You know what? Yeah, I got lost in the banter between 100 and CP, and I forgot to say what's good. What's going on with you, bro?
Everything's good, man. What's up with you guys, panel?
Shit, chilling. What's good with you? So
everything's good, man.
So we got Derek in the building. Shout out to Derek. What's good with it, Derek? Derek, can you hear us?
Probably have audio trouble. But before I go on, congratulations to CP. I think he had an artwork gallery this past weekend.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Congratulations to him.
He got that 1K subs too.
Oh, congratulations again, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And you were telling me that they changed up the format, so you don't even need 1K no more. You need like 500.
Yeah, but they haven't updated the YouTube studio for that yet, though. You can't apply yet. Like the videos and all that came out, and for whatever reason, it's still not letting us apply and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, man, I could apply for everything but EBT and YouTube.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. You're gonna get there though. You're gonna get there. All right, y'all. I'm gonna run it. We almost done with this.
Not that I'm against that in the hood. God. There might be a way you can get in the client. Once they figure out how good black people are at other black people, they might put you on the back of a pickup truck with a machine gun. Drive you through Detroit.
Are you obsessed with black people?
No, I'm obsessed with white people.
You know when Biggie Smalls said, "You look so good, I'll suck on your daddy's." What was your thoughts on that?
Didn't have one, didn't know he said it, and don't care.
Who's your favorite racist? Top 5 greatest racists of all time?
Warren Baylock, Eric Stryker, Boyzoy Boscovich, Tom Robb's fairly high up on the list, obviously.
Okay. Ooh, she likes blacks. You like blacks, don't you?
She's not picky and she's not smart. Do you know what her name is?
Blackie. Did you think Donald Trump got a BBL?
A what?
A Brazilian butt lift? Or you think that's all
Don't
his?
care.
Thoughts on his wife?
Probably got more plastic in her than Mattel.
Where do you get your drip from? I'm trying to acquire my drip after yours.
Wherever. It just has to be utilitarian. I have pockets for different medical equipment. No, that would be in this pocket.
Okay, can I get a tour of Zinc?
That ought to take about 3 minutes.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
I got to ride with a black man.
I told you last time this isn't my drip. You know why I came over here with this? Yeah. So people would be like, "Oh, he's good. Now, does this make you disappointed?
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to go to the club, get a section, pop some bottles, and have like 3 thick bitches twerking on us. You down with that?
No.
Now.
What do you think the people of Harrison think of the video we did?
I think most of them laughed at it.
So what if there was like an interracial couple that just moved here? Would you be like, get out?
No, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be friendly towards them. The old saying was that a woman who's with a black man, the black man is in bad company. I've introduced Tom Robb to slurs he didn't know.
You see, shot. I'm going to reserve my comment on that. But yeah, so what do y'all think about that? Because there's Birth of a Nation and the Moynihan Report and women nowadays, because that goes into a whole nother situation. But what do you think about that? What y'all think about that part right there?
That's interesting to hear him say that himself.
Yeah, because Pearl actually goes into that where she talks about felons.
Yeah.
Which is one of the things that I thought was interesting. And I think Bronze God, yeah, you was talking about Sergeant Willie Pete, where he was explaining how people are upset because they created that stereotype of the big scary dude, and now that's what women want.
Oh yeah.
Go into that. Explain that.
Well, shoot, basically he did a video on that, man, and it's really interesting about how he relays that, like how women go for the prototypical bad boy or whatever, and white people created this stereotype for black men as the big scary black dude, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they, and that's what women choose and shit. It's crazy.
What'd you think? Keep it 100.
Hey man, this Manosphere content, right? Like,
look, he knew the dog whistle was coming. I was like, yeah. What do you think? Keep it 100.
Yeah, I was waiting for his take.
Look, at the end of the day, man, we already know what it is, man. We could, you know what I mean? We could cap all day, man. Listen, man, they created it. Now that's it, is what is chased after, is what's desired. Now you got a lot of motherfuckers trying to fit into that box.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. And this is the same shit that gets you killed.
Right.
It's right to get you murdered.
That's crazy.
I was scared for my life.
Yeah.
That's it. So I mean, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, no doubt. That shit is wild.
I agree with that.
That shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy.
Right.
Like what?
Okay,
what does that mean?
Basketball black. Okay. That's a house, it's a field. Welcome to Zinc.
Okay. How long have you known these people here?
About 5 years.
So is there Wi-Fi here?
There is not.
There's no Wi-Fi.
No.
Is Zinc a town, or is it just a neighborhood? Is it just a pass-through?
It used to be the big town, and Harrison was a little tiny hick place.
Okay. Wait, should we hide for your neighbors so they don't think that you're riding with a black person?
I don't care. They probably think I'm holding you hostage.
What is this?
That is a bunch of junkyard.
So look, what does that imply? Like he said that the neighbors probably think that he's holding him hostage.
Right. I mean, he might be driving Mr. Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand, he can be this way because his environment is conducive to his attitude, right? And the town and things like that. And I'm sure the neighboring town is probably the same. I mean,
they've created an entire world that's conducive to their attitude.
Right. So you think
that other people would start thinking about terraforming at some point, but
right. So I mean, what I'm thinking about, the first thing I'm thinking about is this white man is, as much as he might hear about black people, he's comfortable with getting in the vehicle with at least 2 black people because there's a cameraman. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this is a white man in the truck with 2 black people. I'm sure this black man right here, his cameraman, is a black person. So not as scared of black people as they like to pretend that they are. Right.
They're not at all.
And talking all the shit he's talking, these motherfuckers got every motivation to drive him somewhere into the trees and kill him.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But he's relaxed, he's comfortable, he's not intimidated by this dude. The dude got dreads and everything that he's supposed to be scared of.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And this is an old out of shape, you know what I'm saying? Probably got osteoporosis.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Teeth falling out. Look like Mr. Stone Cypher from Django Unchained. Sick the dogs on him, Stone Cypher. Come on. You don't remember that scene where they sick the dogs on the slave?
Oh yeah, I can remember now. Yeah, I must say I'm very familiar with Django Unchained. Right. Not that part.
The overseer where he could hardly talk, like Mr. Stone Cypher. You ain't never seen a black man like that, ain't that right? That right. You don't remember that? That's who this motherfucker looks like. And he's comfortable getting in a vehicle with 2 black men.
2 young black men.
2 young black men, two gangbanger Chicago Chi-Town killers.
Liberal, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
And he's just comfortable enough to get in there and call them all types of niggas and shit like that.
Yeah.
But go ahead, man. It's just this is very interesting.
That's real.
It is. And speaking of liberals, I don't think the liberals be too comfortable getting in the car with these 2 brothers.
No, I don't think so either. I think they'll call the police. That Central Park Karen was a quote unquote liberal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. New York City.
Right.
So do like you pay mortgage or is it just you own the land?
Most people own their land
outright,
or they rent from someone who does.
And do you?
So that's an old church. It's a historic site as close as I got.
Man, I would love to go to that church permanently. Fly here every Sunday for it. Now, where I'm from, dead end means that like the road is like done. And zinc, what does dead end mean when I'm African American?
You've reached the limits of zinc.
Oh, so like this is probably the furthest a black person come. Is Tom Robb here?
No, I checked with Tom Robb. He doesn't particularly like your sense of humor.
But did he know who NBA Youngboy was?
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
You want to see that?
I want to see some crazy shit.
Zinc.
Yes. You're not gonna like put me on a tree or nothing, right?
No, go through this.
Okay.
And it's a swinging bridge.
What the fuck is that?
You're about to see.
Is there people on the bridge?
Drive across this. You see, in this area, this bridge floods out. It'll be underwater. But if you have to get home or get back, you walk across the swinging bridge.
Well, this is like a tourist attraction. You know what? All blacks, make sure y'all come here and we could visit. Oh no, that wasn't the purpose of you showing me that, right? You like you don't.
You find someplace to.
Yo, I like this dude, man. I like this dude. Bro. I like this dude, bro. I fucks with him.
Hey, you see that white dude? He thought he was dead serious too. Like this white dude he literally thought that just droves of black people was about to pull up right then.
Yeah, right. Fuck that shit. Oh hell no. Oh, slow down, boy.
There goes the neighborhood.
Right. That's wild.
Pull in and turn around. They probably won't me, so I'm fine. Make a good target. Maybe we should put orange on you.
Is this your first time being in the car with the black person?
No.
Second though, right?
No.
Gotta be third.
No.
All right. Why is this your fourth?
I used to work as special police.
Was you a little harder on the black people when you was police?
I'm an optimist. I expect better from white people than that monkey shine.
Am I a monkey shine?
You might do monkey shine.
Hey, so now check this out, right? Going back to the extreme conversation. What did the FBI CIA report show? Did the FBI CIA report show that people exactly like this guy had infiltrated the police and law enforcement?
Absolutely.
Is that what the FBI report said? The CIA report?
Mm-hmm. No, but they lying, Rob.
I'm just saying, like, it's just like, at what point do we, you know what I'm saying? What point are facts, and at what point do opinions become alternative facts?
The FBI needs a better sample of white folks to pull a shit from, Rob.
which is wild, because a lot of those people, a lot of those people like Enrico Tarrio are not even white.
Well, but you know I mean, white is at this point, white is an identity.
It is. They all have been identities, you know what I'm saying? And they just been kind of they've been kind of weaponized and manipulated, and certain groups of people have been able to benefit, you know.
Right.
It's just interesting.
You know what this reminds me of? Who's seen the Chris Rock skit where he goes to Howard Beach and he wants to turn Cross Bay Boulevard to Tupac Shakur Boulevard? If you've never seen that, you need to see it. And that's what this reminds me of. Can you guys
hear me?
Is this Derek? Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. I had to fix my mic.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I have. Do I got a wrench on here?
You should. Hold on. If you don't, I'm gonna throw one on there real quick. Let me just make sure.
Yeah, because I'm gonna post the link to what I'm talking about. That's what this shit reminds me of. Tupac Shakur Boulevard.
Yeah. You got a wrench.
Yeah, from the Chris Rock from the Chris Rock show, you know, so y'all can check that out after this is over. But yeah, man, Chris Rock goes to Howard Beach and he's trying to get signatures on a petition from white people in Howard Beach, racist Howard Beach. It's New York City, racist Howard Beach. This is where all the black dudes, if they walk through there, they get murdered. And he goes over there and he wants them to sign a petition to turn Cross Bay Boulevard to Tupac Shakur Boulevard. And that shit was funny as shit.
Hell no, that's wild.
Hey, yo, you might have deserved that slap.
That's hilarious. What's going on, Derek? So, what do you think about this video so far?
Nah, I seen the first video. I think Pooty, right? That's his name, the guy who made the video.
Yeah, I think so. That's his name, Bronze, right? Pooty.
Yeah, that's his name, Pooty.
I've seen the first video, yeah, bro. I prefer if they're racist up front, you know. So you'll know to stay away from them.
People crazy, man. All right, we got like 5 minutes left. Let's get it.
All right, it's something you do, not something you are.
Have you ever heard of Blueface, the rapper?
No.
Okay, we gotta play him.
Oh Lord, another torturous thing.
I took it to Rodeo.
I heard niggas lining up. They line me up. Who want beef signing up? Stack it out. We stick them up. Knock the dust off this dust bucket. I had to pick them up. I got another song. This is NBA Youngboy.
And it's gonna be crap too.
It's that Drake talk, nigga. No, I'm out that side, but I'm straight now, nigga.
Shout out to Solo TV 84 real quick. Grind, you want to grab the super chat?
Yeah, I'll go and grab it. Appreciate you, Solo TV 84 with $5. He says, leave just pearly things alone. She's the dime queen of the manosphere. I can't wait for her OnlyFans so I can.
Damn.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
Oh man, shout out to Solo TV 84, man. Throw some radiation emoji in the chat. Throw some throw some flame for Solo TV 84. That's hilarious.
Fat mouth, put your shit knocked off. I knocked his top off. What's your favorite rapper that starts with Lil?
Which one died most recently?
Before we continue with this video, y'all, this video is sponsored by Prize Picks. If y'all love to make daily sports picks like me, make sure y'all download the Prize Picks app. Right now, I have you guys with a 100% deposit bonus code up to $100. It's literally easy. Just get your phone out, download it, type in Pootie, and they'll.
Yo, how did this video get a sponsorship?
That's a good question. How many subs he got?
This dude got like over 1 million.
He's in the millions, yeah.
He's got he's got a ton of subs.
Listen, when it comes to sponsorships, they don't care. If you put out a series of videos blowing your nose and that shit get 1 million views, you'll get a sponsor.
Yeah.
That's facts. It's about the views. I mean, it's about the number of subs. People who are seeing the sponsorship pretty much.
Yeah.
Speaking of, thumbs up, please, on the video. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot more. We got more people and likes in this motherfucker.
Yeah, y'all gotta hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Share the video. Subscribe. Don't be cloud watching. You know what I'm saying?
Action, you have 20. Instead of doing picks on teams, you do it on an individual player. So the team can lose, but you can still win money on that player. Take advantage of that promo code, download it, use code Pootie. Thanks for Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. Make sure y'all download the Prize Picks app. Now let's continue with this video. It's Young Pootie Picks. What about me isn't dateable for a white woman?
Your genetics.
What about
Black people have, it's not just skin color.
Okay,
They
what
have
is
lower IQ, lower impulse control. Black people not only never developed an advanced civilization, they can't maintain one.
See, so again, this is literal conservative talking points right here. Like this is Newsmax all day. This is Fox News all day. This is Arizona all day.
This is Nick Fuentes all day.
Nick Fuentes all day. Facts.
Bell curve.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just looking at this advanced society that he's roaming around in right now.
You're looking at that advanced dental work.
Hey, that's crazy. The guy with negative IQ is talking about black people have low IQ. It's crazy.
Yeah, It's wild, man. It's wild. But like the thing is that he's using that bell curve, Jared Taylor science that's all been debunked. And but the thing that's interesting about this though is just the sediments. And like I'm not trying to be funny, but if you ask me, if you look at a lot of those white manosphere content creators, you know what I'm saying? These are this is one of the reasons why they're whole entire thing exists, is to make sure that their women do not cross racial boundaries. If you ask me, that's one of the reasons about the whole MGTOW thing. They felt entitled, you know what I'm saying? They claim that they built society, and if the women if their women don't respect them, then just go to a whole different way. It's all kind of stuff into that kind of stuff that they really don't talk about or make videos about. But if you go on a 4chan or 8chan forum, or if you look at one of the discords, they talk about that stuff, and they talk about it in code all the time. This is how this stuff translates into the dating content, the genetics, like he said. You know what I'm saying? I know you want to say something. Keep it 100. Go ahead.
They can't compete with the BBC.
That's
Yo, he turned into Fresh for a second, bro.
That's just wild, man. Like it's just crazy to me that like at this point in human history, there's still a culture of people that thinks like that, and that culture of people is the culture of people calling the other people unadvanced. Racism is literally a human interpretation of animal tribalism.
Right.
which, you know what I'm saying? And like, I don't really want to go there, but there's other animal issues too. You know what I'm saying? Besides just that whole part in the psyche. But it's like, these are the people that are trying to say that other people haven't advanced.
What never
These people are
said.
still walking around in a school of fish, a flock of birds, a pack of lions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody else does that.
I wanna say something about American culture. What a lot of people don't say is that a lot of what we call like black culture or ghetto culture or whatever, it comes from the South. Like a lot of this shit comes from poor Southern white people. Like even Ebonics, right?
If you put a black screen over somebody from like the deep part of Louisiana and like one of the like most hood Southern people, you can't tell the difference between a white person, like, you know what I'm saying, that's mixing that Creole with the English, and you can't tell the difference between that and somebody else from the South.
So like Ebonics, for example, I remember when they came out with the term Ebonics, and they talk about how black people speak. Understand, we learned the language from Southern white folks. That's who we learned the language from. So when they say that we say, oh, I be doing this, that's she be coming around the mountain when she come.
Right.
That's how they speak. We learned the language from them. So how is that Ebonics, motherfuckers?
There's Ebonics because the E is for Europe.
I thought the E was for ebony.
But yeah, ebony. But they try to ebony like it's ebony phonics, ebony phonics, Ebonics. No, yeah, I feel where you coming from, because these folks don't even talk like where they came from.
Right. They don't worship like where they came from either, because Europe is a pagan country. Or a pagan continent with most of the cultures on there being pagan. Where they got Christianity and Islam and Judaism from, that's a whole nother discussion.
Right.
But I'll tell you one thing that is original in Europe, RH negative blood, but Hotep's been told you about that on that live stream that they did last night, so I ain't even about to go there.
Thanks.
No doubt.
What is 12 times 7?
That would be
84.
I didn't say all black people. I said on.
What do you rate yourself 1 to 10?
Oh, I ain't high on the looks, but that's okay.
Can I act like your dog is the woman?
Oh, go ahead,
All
give me a kiss if you want.
Bet. What's the dog name? No! Whoa! What the fuck?
I just want to make sure that everybody heard him say, go ahead and give him a kiss if you want. And now at the bottom of the screen, it says, come on, give him a kiss. I just want to make sure that everybody saw that.
These people, oh my God, like these motherfuckers look like the most genetically regressive motherfuckers that I've ever seen in my life. Look at this screen, man.
He wants to preserve all of that beauty and genetic integrity.
Right.
Don't intertwine that.
Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we can't wait to mix with that.
I'll tell you what, based on how the royal family used to reproduce, you can definitely say those people look like royalty. They just look like British royalty.
Right.
Hey, to be fair though, she's like 80. So if you go back like 80 years,
that's crazy. Man, that's wild. Look, shout out to Torian. Torian said the hills have eyes and wrong turn doing the fusion dance.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And the way you're wearing your pants would turn a lot of us white women off.
Damn, yo, you got the Megan these. I got Jordans on, man.
We'll pull up your pictures and you can do it.
I'm gonna try to get sturdy one more time because I didn't do it last time.
Black people never heard that we run from you. We move away.
Who's your favorite black superhero? How many days was you protesting during the 2020 BLM rally? What scene in the Boys in the Hood movie made you cry the most emotional?
No, I didn't see it. Were
Yeah.
they each other?
Yeah, they were.
Why would I be crying at that movie? You must remember, the Klan is the original Boys in the Hood.
I asked this last time. Like right now, I'm like non-binary. But what is your pronouns?
My pronouns are the ones I was born with. I live on planet Earth. And if I became mentally unstable and thought I was something other than a man, it would not change my biology nor my physiology. You can chop.
Hold on, I just want you guys to pause and let him. he said if he ever became mentally unstable. So he's currently under the impression he's not mentally unstable right now.
I ain't gonna lie, that Boys in the Hood shit was kind of clever. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that shit was funny though.
It's kind of clever.
That shit was funny. It would have been funny if somebody else had said it though, because he's so he got so many issues, you know what I'm saying? Because the issues kind of shine through the humor, but you know what I'm saying? It was funny though.
Somebody else is going back together.
Frankenstein's monster.
My auntie's bisexual. Are you a male?
Yes.
Are you a man?
Yes.
Are you a he?
Oh yeah.
Do you get into that mentally ill stuff?
No.
What's the chances of that car coming back and me right now?
Oh, probably pretty low, but
okay.
There's always hope.
I know I'm just saying that he died. I don't care what he said cause he fly. Thought on his knocking that boy cause she red. He bleeding, he need a back. African boy from the hot like body. I might be cocking a knock on my body. I move with a gun and an army around me. And this for the niggas who died in me.
Be honest, you want me to sleep over?
No.
Okay. You wouldn't invite me to dinner.
If I was inviting you to dinner, it'd be something the dog wouldn't eat.
Would you ever poison me?
No.
Okay. You wouldn't put a roof in my drink? Do you have the Megan Thee Stallion knees?
No.
Okay. What does the KKK stand for?
Ku Klux Klan.
So in college, right? If you want to join a fraternity, you either got to suck it or get pegged up the ass. What is the process like for the KKK?
I don't.
But it was no pegging. Can you walk in a straight line? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You probably did get pegged. So because of the pegging, let me see if this is a good enough test.
You're still black.
I love it on me like I love it on famo. Jano. The gang got unlimited ammo. Trust no one, not even my shadow.
Actually, like.
All right, so what y'all think about that?
Wait, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Do black people join fraternities?
Oh yeah.
You said do black people join fraternities?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, they got
Nah, the only thing I've seen in movies.
There's some black people that actually join those white fraternities, and then there's other black people that join the Black Greek organizations.
Okay. I've only ever seen fraternities, white boys in movies and TV shows. I don't know about real life.
They got I'm not trying to stereotype you or anything. You sound like you kind of got like a little Latino accent, Spanish.
Nah, I'm black, bro. I'm black.
You black?
I'm
okay.
Somali. Yeah, I'm Somali.
Somali. Okay. That's what's up. Well, I was gonna say at the college that I went to, they actually had like a Latino fraternity. I forget what the name of it was, but they had a Latino fraternity, and then they had the Black Greek organizations, and then the majority of the fraternities were like the ones that were like traditionally white fraternities. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they you ain't never seen, what was the name of that movie? Did Stomp the Yard have black fraternities in it?
Didn't that movie School Day? Nah, that one. It was.
Most of Hollywood is white, so you probably wouldn't ever see.
Yeah, but Stomp the Yard. I'm pretty sure Stomp the Yard had. It was about like them doing step shows, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they got all that stuff in the historically black, college.
Okay, that makes sense. I was just wondering.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the interesting thing is that like a lot of the black people who end up being in the limelight, so to speak, have some kind of fraternity or sorority ties, like Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? She's an AKA, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Roland Martin, Roly Poly, ain't he a Alpha Kappa Alpha? Alpha Phi Alpha. And then Cedric the Entertainer, I think, is a Kappa. It's a whole bunch of it's a whole bunch of people that's involved in the fraternities. I think Steve Harvey might be a Q, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if I'm wrong or right on these fraternities in the comment section. All right, so now we're here at the feature presentation. So everybody smash the like button, hit the bell, share the stream out, throw some flames in the chat. How many of y'all saw this debate between Pearly and H3H3? I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know I'm not a fan of the H3 podcast. What do you guys think?
I'm not either.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
He used to be cool back in like 2016, 2017. I used to watch his videos, but now he's just a lip tart, bro.
Yeah, that happened to a lot of them.
He used to make fun of people like himself right now, bro.
That's wild. What do you think made him change direction?
Money.
You know, he got there's this channel right here, H3 Podcast, and then there's another channel, H3 Productions, and both of those channels.
That's the one he used to make those videos on the lip tarts on the SGWs.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So I think that everybody that's on the panel has watched the debate. Has everybody seen the debate?
No.
You
saw Duke the Don, but I didn't watch his whole video yesterday.
Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through this. All right. And when there's parts that y'all want to elaborate on, just let me know. I'll stop it. You know what I'm saying? We'll chop it up about it. And then you guys know the rules. After the stream is over, if you guys want us to do a part 2, make sure you guys leave it in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? If not, then we'll move on to the next content. All right. So let's check this out.
2. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful Wednesday, June 14th. It is an early episode. Yes. And actually, we plan on, I'll be doing my best, actually, despite our historical trend of doing terrible shows, that I do believe today should be good. I think it'll be good.
Don't overpromise.
Today's episode is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Thank you. The reason that we're starting early today is because Pearl Davis, just Pearly Things as she's known on the internet, will be calling in today to have a civil and lovely discussion with me. And she's in the UK, so this was the best kind of compromise we could put together time-wise, and I appreciate her, making the effort at least to give us a reasonable time to get on the call. So that's gonna be happening like in 10 minutes.
Yeah, in just a few minutes.
Yeah,
at 11.
And yes, and so I look forward to that.
Hold on, we're gonna skip past this to when she gets on. Okay, hold on. I think it's right here.
Obviously, I saw your tweet. Is this a trap or a good faith conversation? It's not.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which.
Well,
yeah,
I think it's a good faith conversation. I mean, what would you consider to be a trap?
It's kind of like when you walk into an interview and it's like they're not trying to have a conversation. They're just trying to like paint you out to be a certain way, I would say.
Sure. That would be like a bad faith when they go in there with an agenda and they're not really open to hearing your thoughts. Well, certainly I hope for it to be a challenging conversation, but I hope that you'll find it to be in good faith. I mean, you know a little bit about me, I'm assuming, so you kind of know what's my positions on a lot of things. But I do look forward to speaking with you, and I thank you, by the way, for accommodating us. I know you're in the UK, so I thank you for making the time and coming out here at a weird hour.
Yeah, no, I used to watch you like last year, actually, a good amount, like a year or two ago, maybe.
What is like as a fan or as like a hate watch?
No, I don't know if it's like awkward to talk about like Trisha, but I used to watch like the show.
All right, so I need to know in the comment section how many people watch H3. If you guys watch H3, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't, give me a thumbs down.
You guys did together.
Oh
I
yeah.
really
No, you can. No, you can. Well, thank you. That's nice to hear. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it like didn't work out, but I actually thought that was really good content.
Oh.
Like you guys did the like the bus tour. I thought that was so funny.
Oh, thank you. That's nice. We actually worked really hard on that. All these guys.
The bus tour is why frenemies fell apart. So
wait,
glad at least you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, it was her segment. Is that what happened?
Well, I don't know if it's so long ago. It's ancient history.
Thought it
But
was
I remember
the
she was
Q&A.
upset that it didn't go the way that she was hoping that it would.
Oh, she thought we
Just
shot it unprofessionally. Yeah.
Yeah, but Pearl liked it, so there you go.
Yeah,
Pearl, yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I guess let's just jump right into it. I want to I don't know how many of my audience, I'm sure a lot do, but I kind of want to just introduce you. You've become really successful the past year or two. Kind of, you're friends with Fresh and Fit, right? Those guys are your dogs, so to speak. And you kind of are sympathetic to their kind of views. But you've made a name for yourself just on TikTok and on YouTube. So let me just ask you generally, like, what kind of messages?
So just check this out, right? You see how this dude Ethan Klein said you're friends with Fresh and Fit. I think that's funny because like she's not really friends with Fresh and Fit. She's actually like a groupie for real. Would you guys agree she's a Fresh and Fit groupie? Because like the reason why I say she's a groupie is because Fresh and Fit went in on her. They never really like officially gave her acceptance back, and like. She's been doing all this content saying that, they've been attacked and reaction channels don't have any purpose. And then she surprise popped up on a stream on Sneeko's stream. But like Fresh and Fit didn't like welcome her into the club or anything. She got I ain't trying to be funny. Like she's like one of those unofficial cheerleaders that doesn't wear a cheerleading uniform. they operate behind the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
what do y'all think? Am I wrong for saying that,
No.
or am I right?
I agree. She only made one appearance on Fresh and Fit, and she came as one of the girls. She was never a guest or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they never gave her any props or any special special privileges or anything, bro. She was just another one of those bimbos, you know.
Yeah, facts. She one of those like it ain't
And
no
then
fun if
yeah,
the
and
homie
then
can't hang type situations.
yeah, and then when they made the Fresh and Fit, when they made the Abba and Preach comeback like with Zerka, she popped in the chat like she was egging them on and stuff, you know. So
Yeah.
he was,
Yeah, facts. Big facts. I agree. What do you guys think? You guys agree, or you
I
guys
agree.
just
Right. I think he's spot on.
Yeah, I think he's spot on too. Shout out to Derek. You know what I'm
and
saying?
it's really funny whenever she gets asked like a semi hard question, she's always like
Right. Yeah, no, real talk. That happens all the time. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Win Loser Rug said, like that gangbanger that never officially put on bang off that officially get put on bang all the randoms. Right, like that. She is exactly that kind of gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? She wear them she wear them bandana thongs, them bandana laces. You know what I'm saying?
Are you sharing on your platform? What kind of important messages is it that you find yourself are about?
I believe in family, so I think that we should have policies that push family.
First question: if you believe in family, why does your long self not have one?
Sing along. Yo.
Go ahead. Did y'all want to comment or not?
I got nothing. That's real.
Yeah, I agree with Carlton. She plays dumb all the time.
Right.
And she's not dumb though. Like she's actually real smart and manipulative, but she plays dumb.
The reason she doesn't have a family because she's the same modern woman that she talks about.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the other thing that she commented on as far as like, being trapped or having a good faith conversation. I mean, I debate with people. I know what good faith is. Good faith is when, you are approaching the discussion not to push your one-sided ideas into your questions or answers. It's when you come into the conversations looking for the truth in the middle. And what these people who they say, well, are you going to trap me? Basically, they don't want to be asked the question where they look like they're answering in bad faith. Right. So what she doesn't want, she's talking about, oh, you paint me a certain way. No, if I ask you a question and you answer honestly, however you look is however you look. I can't make you look like nothing. Only you can do that. Right.
Yeah.
Is anybody who follows my channel, especially recently, can tell you I can't make you look a certain way. Only you can do that. And that comes with either you answering the question honestly, and then we form our opinion around that, or you be evasive and we form our opinion around that. And if you acting all crazy about being asked certain questions, why?
Right.
Why?
That's a red flag.
Why? So only you can make yourself look crazy.
Right. No, I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
Too.
And shout out to the new subscriber that we got, D Stacks D over on Twitch. Make sure you guys show some love, throw some radiation emoji in the chat for the new subscriber. Did anybody else want to say anything? Or are you guys ready to go?
Yeah,
just one more thing. Just
go ahead, bro.
The only way you can get someone in a gotcha moment is if they can be got.
Right.
You can't get a gotcha on someone who can't be got. You see, that's why again, keep it 100. You can't gotcha me because everything that I feel or think or see, I say.
You say facts.
You can't gotcha me. I let it be known. And I'm unapologetic. And these people, they have opinions that they know that will rub certain people the wrong way, and they don't want that effect of that. So they try to run from it, and then when they get they gotcha moment, when they get asked these questions that they don't want to answer.
Yeah,
period.
that's true.
And that's just what it is. But yeah.
No, that's big facts. Big facts. Big facts. Shout out to Average Joe. Average Joe says, while Pearl is lying on stats like the rest of the red pill space, Ethan will make shit up, say slanderous things, and expect you to believe him.
No, that's facts.
Yeah, Ethan's not an honest dude at all.
Exactly.
And he's manipulative. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, I'm gonna run this.
I think that feminism overall was a bad thing. I think that we should be. I think women are happier when we have, a family and kids over a career in the long run. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
It's okay. I understand. So it's more like traditional. You want people to kind of follow a more traditional path in terms of family and gender and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, and you just see the negative outcomes a society has when families fall apart, right? And it's especially hard on the children. Like you see, the kids are more likely to go to prison. They're more likely to drop out of school. They're more likely to be in mental health institutions. So you just see all of the problems that come with single mother homes. So I just think it's important that we push policies that push family.
So how do you push a policy that promotes family? Like in what way can you force a family to stay together or encourage it in a sense?
Well, I think you first have to get rid of incentives that incentivize women to leave families. So, for example, child support, alimony. I'm not really a fan of those.
Child support. So if there's a divorce,
here it comes.
Let's say
actually, I think we should ban divorce too. Yeah, I think that should be banned. Yes.
Okay. Well,
all right. So now Pearl is saying that she thinks that they should ban divorce. I need a panel reaction to that. All right.
That's crazy.
She wants you to endure.
She wants you to endure. I'm gonna say two things. First, I want to know what stats is the red pill space lying about. That's one thing. As far as banning divorce, shit. I don't think it should be so much as a banning of divorce as opposed to a removal of the incentives that come with divorce. Okay, so she can go ahead with that ban divorce shit. Just remove the incentives for women that come with pushing a divorce.
Right.
All I'm gonna say is that when it comes to her and her position on divorce, she just sounds like any other crazy broad trying to trap you into a situation that you don't want to be in. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is that as much as she tries to be this extreme, pick me, I'm on your side, whatever, the estrogen still seeps out of her in what she does. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, and that's the thing. With me, it's just just be a woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no female advocating for anything for me. You know what I'm saying? If I have an issue and there's certain things that I can't deal with about a woman, you know what I'm saying? And our relationship is taking down a terminal road, I want to be able to get away from that situation clean and not have to deal with it anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a woman saying, nah, you need to try to make it work. I think that most people, if they go into a relationship with good faith, they're going into that relationship to try to make it work. And actually allowing people to separate could save somebody's life in the long run in some situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about it. What y'all think?
Well, I think if divorce favors me, yeah, we should go ahead and go with it. But if it doesn't, let's go ahead and listen to Pearly things.
I ain't mad at that.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. That's big facts. All right, y'all, let's run it.
That's a little bit silly. You have to acknowledge that, right?
No.
So banning divorce means that when you decide to get married, you are not allowed by the government to leave your significant other in any situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just think that if you want to leave, you just shouldn't get married. So that's just my opinion.
Right, but in the real world, that kind of simplistic.
And there's exceptions.
Somebody
want to
in general. I know somebody want to say something. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
See,
go ahead.
All right, being somebody that's red pill, just in case anybody in the chat is not familiar with who I am. I don't like the fact, and pardon my French, that this bitch gets tagged on us. Okay,
speak on it.
Okay, so let me just say it, because you know I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Of course, there's a lot of guys who I associate with that, you know, that signal boost this chick. And Rob, you know, I never co-sign this broad.
Yeah, facts.
Never from jump. This is the dumbest bitch in all captivity with this dumb shit, bro. No matter
crazy.
what, we ban divorce. No matter what happens, you know, you kick your door open and your wife sucking a nigga dick, and well, if you didn't want to be married, you shouldn't be. Really?
Right. This is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
trying to be funny, but like, this is what I'm saying. Like, as much of a red pill, as much of like a pick me as she tries to sound, she still comes out sounding like a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that situation that you said, like, yeah, you got me bent. I ain't staying in that situation.
Or you find out all your kids ain't yours. See, this is the thing, right? This is how you know she's a fucking grift. Okay, she's saying what she thinks men want to hear. She's saying it because we know that women initiate most of the divorces. So she's saying, she's not really contextualizing for men. She's contextualizing it for women. Women initiate most of the divorces. So when people, you know, people in the chat say, well, what's the incentive for divorce? We know what they are. I don't answer stupid questions.
Facts.
Okay. So we know what the incentives for women in America for divorce. We know what they are. That's why women are the first ones to walk out of the marriage. So when she's saying what she thinks men will say, yeah, should ban divorce. Yeah. You sound stupid. You sound stupid. No, I don't answer stupid questions. And no disrespect to you, fam, but that's a stupid question, bro. If you want to know what the incentives are, go to Google. Google's your friend. I ain't Google. My name is Marcus. We too far into this shit to act like we don't know what the fuck is going on with all this information. Okay? So she sounds stupid as fuck. Talking about ban divorce. All right, no matter what. Because she's thinking, oh, that's what men want to hear. Right? That's what she thinks. And that's the flaw of her grift. I do not fuck with just pearly things. Let that be known.
Facts. Real quick. So just a quick poll from the comment section. If you guys feel that divorce should be illegal, give me a thumbs up. If you guys do not feel that divorce should be illegal, give me a thumbs down. And shout out to We Lit who just joined. I think we lost him. He might have had a connection issue. Hopefully he'll pop back on. Let me know what you guys think though. And yeah, I'm with you on this. Keep it 100. Like that. I'm 100% with you. What do you guys think? All right, we got We Lit back. I think. Hold on real quick. Yeah, we got him back. What's good with it, bro? Can you hear me?
What's up, man? Chilling.
What'd you think about this so far? You watched the whole thing last night.
I did watch the whole thing. She's talking about divorce to be illegal and everything else.
What you think?
She was just winging it, man. But there's sparse parts where they're both right. But overall, she just looked like an idiot.
All right, well, let's get into it. Let me know where you guys, if you guys want me to stop or not. All right.
For most cases, you know, we could talk about exceptions, but like the rule.
Well, the exceptions are the important part, because I've heard you say that a lot when you're talking about things. You say, oh, you want to talk about exceptions, but the exceptions is the important part, because those are the people that are going to be affected. I mean, exceptions are going to be a large part of divorces, as you say. I mean, you're talking about like, 25% maybe or more, because if you're saying you're not allowed to get divorced, so we're talking about like, what if the relationship is physically abusive?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if it's physically, this is the problem though. All right, if it's one-sided physically abusive, okay, fine, divorce. We can allow divorce for those exceptions, but like I've even talked to people that work at like abuse centers, and they say that the majority of abuse is mutual. So it's not just one side's hitting the other; it's like mutual. So
surely that's not every time.
I think. Yeah, I know.
But it's not healthier either.
Mm-hmm. I just think that the goal should be to keep families together, and that the goal should be to work through it.
I think most people agree with that, right? Because I think we all can look at the stats and say family is important, right? Family is important. Nuclear families is important to like the health of children growing up in general. I think we can all say that. But when you say something like divorce should be illegal, we got to kind of suss that out, because that's a pretty extreme claim. For example, in 2014, family violence was the cause of 25% of divorces. So I don't think it's fair to characterize that as some kind of like super fringe example of why people get divorced.
Well, but you also have to look if there's incentive structures in place where there's a lot of false accusations in family court. And a lot of people don't know this, that family court is actually based off, it's not based off of evidence, it's based off a balance of probabilities. And there are incentive programs that you get, like in the UK, you get a free lawyer if you accuse your husband of abuse. And it's less than 10% of cases are actually like followed through with the police.
Sorry, I don't want to move on quite yet. I want to stick on the topic of not allowing people to divorce. So you're saying that you do want to allow people to divorce, then you don't really believe that.
No, I would say ban divorce.
Because you just said.
Yo, I ain't never seen this dude in my life, but that's some shit I would have did in a debate. He got you.
So she says that it's not based off evidence, so you can't bring. I mean, so you're not providing any evidence. You have to provide evidence in there in a divorce case. You gotta have evidence of somebody's financial status. You gotta have evidence of what's going on in the marriage. You can't just go in there and say he said, she said, this type of stuff. Because I've seen cases where the woman would be like, "Oh yeah, he hit me," but there's no documentation to prove it.
Well,
No,
and
you're
another
right.
thing.
You're
Go
right,
ahead.
but
Go ahead.
she-
Keep it on it.
She's not 100,000% wrong with that part of it. Because we believe what women say a lot of times.
Yeah,
we do.
So you said that a woman can win a case based off hearsay.
No, I'm not saying it happens all the time, but it does happen. So what I'm saying is you're right, but she's always right, depending on it's a case by case thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can happen. Let's not act like we don't live here in this country and we haven't seen these cases happen. They do.
Yeah,
happen.
I've seen
Right.
it happen.
So I don't think you're wrong, bro. Don't take it that way. What I'm saying.
Oh, no,
is,
no.
Yeah, don't take it that way. What I'm saying is it happens. It can happen, right? What to be honest, we're the ones that need the evidence to say that we didn't do it.
I remember a case that was on there was a case on Dr. Phil where this woman actually beat herself up and she accused this guy of doing it, and he was at a party and they found cameras that he was actually at that party and he still got arrested. So yeah, I will admit that there's cases where that can happen. I think that's an exception, but not the rule. But I could be wrong.
No, I mean it can go either way. But again, you never know which one of those you're gonna be, right? In the moment, you never know which case you're gonna be. So, again, it can go either way. It's not hard one way or the other. You understand what I mean? So
yeah, I get what you're saying.
In that respect, she might have a point. But when it comes to her backtracking, now he got her like, okay, so now you're allowing exceptions, but you said a second ago, well, it should be outlawed no matter what. But now he's coming up with exceptions that make sense to you. Now you're allowing for exceptions, but then you're trying to breeze past the fact that you just now agreed that maybe it shouldn't be illegal. Maybe there should be some exceptions.
Right.
And and it goes back to what I said, where we can't make you look stupid. Only you can do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, hold on real quick, guys. We got 23 people watching on Reactz, and we only got 10 likes. Can y'all get those likes up to 23? Smash the like button. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the people over there watching on Grind and Motivates channel. We got 21 people watching. Make sure you guys smash the like button there. And on Rumble, we got 10 people watching and we got 3 likes. So help us out, smash that like button and share the video over there. Go ahead, Derek. My bad.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Pearl, I don't think Pearl thinks about any of the stuff she says, bro. She keeps coming up with new things. First, she said women shouldn't be allowed to vote. Now she's saying divorce should be outlawed. And when you try to get her, when you get her on a few things, she backtracks. She goes back on what she says. So I don't think she's well thought out or anything like that.
She's saying what she thinks men want to hear.
Yeah.
I agree with keep it 100. She's you can tell like the things that only you would say as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like what keep it 100 said. You walk into the house and your girl is, you know what I'm saying, like giving head to another dude. That's not something that she would think of automatically. You know what I'm saying? Like so like when you look at like little things like that, that's how you can tell that she's not really genuine with what she's doing, that she's literally just saying what she thinks men want to hear. You know what I'm saying? She really doesn't have any legitimate solutions other than what she's learned from either reading books or watching other content or in any of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's pandering. She's straight
Yeah.
pandering.
And also, I don't think Pearl knows anything about divorce courts or how the legalities of all of it. So I think she's gonna keep getting caught the whole time.
Yeah, I agree because she doesn't have a child. She doesn't know anything about child support, and she's a 40-year-old virgin. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? She hasn't had the man.
MTR and Sneeko and
basketball teams of colleges probably. Yeah, I'm not trying to be funny, man, but Pearl, you know what I'm saying? Pearl, nasty girl Pearl is what her name should really be, because I ain't trying to be funny, man. But and again, y'all know when it come to ugly people or people that's not that attractive, or even if you're on the bad side of average, you gotta have that suicide sex, man. You know what I'm saying? So she flying into the side of buildings in order to just get some dick. You know what I'm saying? So.
Bro, did you know her like ex-boyfriend was like homeless, bro?
Yeah. They talked about that in their Brittany Venti video.
High value man, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, and you know what? Shout out to Eddie. Eddie said Pearl hates women because dude picks her friends instead of her. And honestly, I think Pearl is actually one of the female friend zone cases. Like, she's the type of female where a guy would be like, you be my best friend, but I'm not touching you with somebody else's dick. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all agree with that, or maybe I'm wrong.
That's fact.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying, Faith and Lighten, about the suicide sex. When you're not the best looking person, you gotta perform.
Yeah, you
so
gotta
you
go
know
crazy.
what I'm saying? Like, you might be ugly as hell in the face, but you a gold medal in the bed. Like, I mean, that's just, you know what I'm saying? I could kind of see Pearl having to be in that situation.
Right.
Like, not only does she work out for volleyball and all that, she probably relentlessly does Kegels. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and she's a magician in bed, bro. That's what I was gonna say.
Probably. You know what I'm saying?
You would allow an exception in the case of abuse.
I said one-sided abuse exception, sure.
Okay, so how do you prove the one? So then you don't believe in forced divorce, or and you
okay,
ban divorce.
Fine. Yeah. Ban divorce except for one-sided abuse.
Okay,
sure.
Except for one-sided abuse. And is there going to be a system to kind of how do you prove that the woman or man?
Well,
was on
I think you have to press charges in criminal court, not family court.
So only if your significant other is tried criminally are you allowed to leave the relationship. Yes. Tried and found guilty criminally.
Yes. Otherwise, just stick out of, which is fine if you don't, want to be with someone forever. But I just say stay out of marriage. Because when you take, marriage is supposed to be, for better or for worse, and sickness and in health, and for richer or for poorer. It's not supposed to be, when I feel like leaving. And the majority of divorces nowadays, it's just, when the girl just feels like leaving.
That's not true.
So and well,
it's just not true.
I've talked to hundreds of women.
That's
on
not.
The show.
That's just
so,
that doesn't prove anything.
And even if you look at when No Fault with Divorce was initiated in the 1970, I think it was initiated. I mean, one of the number one reasons was financial differences and irreconcilable.
And reconcile.
Sorry, good dog.
So,
but yeah, I just think like, for the people that don't believe in real marriage, because what is marriage if you can get divorced over damn near anything? It's not marriage anymore. It's something else.
Well, I think the reason for that, historically, this emphasis on staying married, right? Or even before this, no-fault divorce was an option, and it was more difficult for women to get divorced, or men. The abuse of power and the risk for abuse and for people to get stuck.
Yo, shout out to Terrence Jackson. Terrence said, Pearl knows she's talking stupid when she goes into that high pitch. That's a fact. If y'all agree with Terrence, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. She do that all the time.
I'm going to say this, though. She ain't all the way wrong.
About that women want to have divorces?
As far as her saying you shouldn't just be able to get divorced because you feel like it. And like, let's keep it real, right? Like, if a woman get upset about like the pettiest shit, she can end the marriage. She can. Like, it's not, the chat, whoever want to disagree with that, you can do it. It's facts. Okay, we know this, right? They come up with, some sort of narrative, whatever, to get out of that marriage. and they can do it painlessly.
And how you paying alimony and child support.
Right. So you know, as far as you know, because you know, we sitting here, well, not we, but some guys are sitting here acting like they don't know what incentives women have to leave. And understand, men hardly file for divorce because we know what happens to them trying to leave a marriage. It's like trying to end your cell phone contract. Okay, it's like trying to end your cell phone contract in the middle.
Yeah, or cut a lease off early.
Right. So let's stop bullshitting and pretending like we don't know what happens to men trying to get divorced, even with good reason. All right. So there's no fault divorce thing. Yeah, women could leave marriages if they feel like it. All right. And it's a good portion of them that do. We talking about 50 to 80%. Y'all want to talk about stats? 50 to 80%. Okay. Especially in the black community, 80%. It's that high that women initiate divorce. Men stay married longer than women do because men don't have the easy way out that women do. Okay, so that's just what it is. So now her solution is a bit extreme. I say just remove the incentives. It shouldn't be to where you can just leave and because you feel like it. A lot of these women, a lot of them, I'm not putting a number to it, but a lot of women get married to a dude as like some sort of like plan. They get 5-10 year plan, get up out of there, save up some bread, take it with them, take his shit, keep the kids, keep the house. That's an incentive.
When you got that, when you got adult child support as an incentive for divorce, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why there's really no incentive for a woman to stay married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is interesting though, because there's still the tax incentives, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like who wants to go through all the legalities? You're paying for the lawyer, then you're gonna be paying alimony, or if you have children, possibly child support. Not only that, you're gonna lose access to your children because you're not gonna have full access to them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, like you did when you were married. It's just, you know, the only guarantees that are guaranteed for a woman when they get divorced. There's no guarantee how much time a man will be able to have with his kids. No guarantee that he's going to get custody of his kids. And the whole alimony thing, there's no guarantee that he's not going to be paying alimony or anything like that.
And you're going to pay her lawyer.
And you're going to pay her lawyer. Yeah.
And you're going to pay for her lawyer. Everybody who I know got divorced, every dude I know that got divorced, paid for his wife's lawyer, paid the man who was divorcing his wife from him, who was doing everything in conflict with his interests. You got to pay that man. So y'all think it's a game? Go get married. And if you're married, good luck. I wish the best for you. Okay? So you on here, no. Again, she is being extreme, but that's not an argument against everything she's saying.
Here's my question.
I think she's a goofball, but that's just me.
How do child support cases barely go to courts when literally every single child support case has a case number on it that is directly coincided with the court?
Well, could they settle?
All signed off by a judge.
I mean, the fact that they're child support cases imply that there's some sort of adjudication involved. Like,
whether it's arbitration, like, that's just wild, man.
Okay,
Go ahead, Derek.
I got a question for you guys. You guys don't have to answer if you don't want to. Would you guys get married in the States?
No.
In the United States?
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
I'm probably gonna die never getting married.
Yeah, since I'm 13, 14. No. I made that. I think I looked at it that way. No, 13, 14. I never saw the upside for men.
How old are you guys?
No.
How old are you guys?
I'm in my 40s. I've been like this. I've been like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't dream about picket fences and dogs and shit like that. I look at real world shit. Nah, hell no.
So here's my question for Taylor Made. Where are they getting the statistics from that say that they're usually resolved amicably outside of the courts? Because you only get statistics when something hits a court document. So where are you getting this information?
Taylor Made is in his 20s. That explains everything. No disrespect, Taylor Made.
Oh, okay.
No disrespect to you, but yeah, that explains a lot of shit. You ain't been hit yet with the bullshit.
Shout out to my man Win Lose a Rug. Win Lose a Rug is on Team Reactz. He said, "Bro, I've been cool on marriage since divorce court." Facts.
I don't need to be touched by a fire to know that it's hot or that it burns. I see what it does to people.
Real talk. Real talk. All right, y'all. I'm gonna run it. Oh, did you want to say something else, Derek? Or you good? Did you want to say something, Grind?
I was gonna say
Bronze. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I was gonna say I would start hating women too if I got hit with that. I'll start turning to Myron, you know.
Well, I don't hate women.
No, not you guys.
No. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't go as far as to hate women. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be careful with how women weaponize the court system and how you can be vulnerable to it, and just, you know, make sure that you try to stay in as much control of the situation as you can, because ultimately all of these things are based on decisions that people make. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, any situation that I made in my life, I contributed to it, whether it was a good situation or a bad situation, or a good outcome or a bad outcome. And the only thing that you can ever control is yourself. You can't never really control. You can have influence on a woman, but you can't really control what a woman is going to do. So just make sure that everything that you do is always in your best interest only. You know what
I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm sorry if I cut anybody off.
No, you good, bro. Go ahead.
I want to apologize to TaylorMade. I didn't realize he was that young, because when he asked me earlier what's the incentives, I kind of went hard on him, because you know I'm so used to cats acting like they don't know shit that I didn't realize he was in his 20s. TaylorMade, you might need to follow my channel.
Yeah, I was like, there, you're going in on him.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't mean to do that, man. I didn't know he was 20, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I told a story about a guy who, you know, I was shooting a project with, and I said the word alimony. He was like, "What's alimony?" I said, "Nah, you shitting me, right? You don't know what alimony? Nah, what's alimony?" And I had to explain what alimony to him was, man. And you know, for everybody that don't like the manosphere, this is why we're here, to put motherfuckers up on game so they don't just walk into these situations. So for everybody here that's married and went through some bullshit, don't hate the red pill space, because we're trying to save motherfuckers. If there was a red pill space when you wanted to get married, you probably wouldn't have did it.
Right.
And we're trying to prevent and save, or at least put cats on game so they walk into shit with eyes open. So for TaylorMade, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I didn't know you was that young, man. I went kind of crazy on you, so my bad for that. And yeah, man, you might want to follow the Keep It 100 channel, because I get all that info.
Throw the channel link in there. Keep It 100. If somebody could grab one of the mods, if y'all could grab the link for Keep It 100's channel and put it in the chat, that'd be great. Win Lose a Rug says, the first friend I had got married, literally got cheated on, left the apartment, and still had to pay to keep his credit good. The whole time the chick was there with the new dude. How many people know and have had stories like that?
That's crazy.
Shit like that happens all the time.
Right.
Well,
but I was gonna say, yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. I'm young. I'm 19 years old, so I'm actually like glad. I'm lucky that I'm learning this early, you know.
Man, we're glad to have you, man.
Right.
Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, like, you get some good game from listening. And we're not perfect, and we're not no gurus. We're not about to try to sell you no book or nothing like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully you
get the Instagram course, man.
Yeah, we
link.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do you like that. But
yeah, man, I
showed
I needed you guys like back in my early 20s, bro. I definitely did,
bro. I needed somebody back in my early 20s. Like my dad gave me some good game, and a lot, like, but the problem with parent game, right? Like, parents can give you really good game, but anytime parents give you game, it's always going to be a little bit outdated, because they went through the things that you're going through currently at whatever age gap you are between your parents. So you know what I'm saying? Like my dad is giving me advice about how the world was when he was my age, and it's completely different. Like he doesn't have anything for me for the incentivization of divorce, single parent households, because that stuff was like virtually non-existent during his time. So he's giving me advice for his version of the world, and nobody, like we're never living in the same version of the world as the generation before or the generation after. So you got to be able to tweak that advice as you move through the world on your own. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep. See, that was me. See, I had older parents and stuff.
I was gonna say, well, I mean, because the internet is fairly new, like 2 decades, whatever. But I'm trying to learn some real games. So I'm trying to learn from Plantation Pearlies. I want to learn how to run a plantation. That's what I want. I don't want to work.
Rule number 1: be white.
Nah.
Can't do that. Forget about it.
Jay said, I want to learn how to run a plantation. Hey, I ain't mad at that though. I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Not mad at that. All right, y'all. Did anybody else want to say anything, or y'all want to go ahead and dive back into it?
Let's go.
Ethan's sitting there looking like a Sonic the Hedgehog and shit.
A horrible relationship situation, not just for them but their kids, right? I mean, obviously, having your kids watch their mother get beat up. And oftentimes it's going to bleed.
Or the kids get watching their father get beat up. Like it goes both ways.
I acknowledge that it goes both ways. So both people have a right to, in my opinion, get divorced, because the alternative is one of the partners being stuck and like.
Do you think that's the majority? Do you think that's the majority of cases?
A majority of cases of what? Divorce?
Of divorce.
25%. 25%. It's 25% based on statistics.
No, but that's not what's in criminal court. It's like less than 10%. It actually followed through in criminal court.
Well, regardless, 10% is enough, don't you think?
No, I said less than 10% of the abuse cases of the 25%. So that's like.
Journal of Family Violence in 2014 found that approximately 25% of divorces in the United States involve domestic violence.
Right, but again, that's because the woman says that she was, because they're incentive.
But you're just saying stuff. You're just saying stuff. You don't actually know that to be true.
Now, here goes a big issue that I have with how Pearl is dealing with this conversation. I've dealt with domestic violence situations before, and I'm going to tell you, a lot of times domestic violence is very, very real. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very real, and a lot of times if it's not dealt with, it can be like cancer. The person who's getting abused or the abuser can end up dead, because sometimes you get those situations where the abuser just goes too far, or sometimes you get those situations where the abuser pushes the abused too far and the abused, deletes the abuser or whatever. But for the way that Pearl is blowing that off, one thing that she's not taking into consideration, actually, there's two things that she's not taking into consideration. The first thing that she's not taking into consideration is that she herself is not very smart. You know what I'm saying? That's something that she's not taking. That's something that she's not taking into consideration when she's going through this. But the second thing that she's not taking into consideration is that a lot of abuse victims do not file for abuse because they think that the situation is normal, because the abuse has psychologically damaged them to that point. So they're not really reporting it because they're psychologically intertwined with the abuse and they don't realize that it's existing. You know what I'm saying?
So there's trauma bonding, but I'm gonna also say this. I mean, a lot of abuse, and again, I find myself having to give her some credibility with some of the stuff that she's saying. Like when we hear about DV, we don't take into account the bi-directionality of some of this domestic violence.
Oh, that's facts. Facts.
Right. So whether it be when we typically think of DV, we typically think a dude walks in the house and start wailing on his wife because the Kool-Aid ain't cold enough or the steak ain't done or some shit like that. When a lot of this DV is bi-directional.
Oh,
and
facts.
There's stats for that for anybody who want to ask.
Oh yeah,
stats,
yeah, absolutely.
Right?
A woman that hit you upside the head with a pot, or a hanger, all kind of stuff. Yeah, big facts.
Right. So that shit goes both ways. Like, it's not just about just a dude walking in wailing on it. In like 100% of DV cases is just some man being violent. I mean, first of all, DV goes both ways. There's a lot of men out there getting their ass beat, but aside from that, a lot of the fights that take place. I mean, we all know couples who they fight each other. They're just toxic. Like the woman starts some fights, the man starts other fights. They always fighting, that type of thing. But when it gets to court, is you know, displayed as this one-way thing, him beating on her. And one of those cases, I mean, shit, we can use Chris Brown, Rihanna as a perfect example of that, right? She started that fight. Physically, she started that fight, right? So she lost the fight, though. And to a lot of people, that's all that matters, is that when the woman loses the fight, then it's one-sided male aggressive DV.
Right. Taylor Made said that the stats say that women are mostly the initial aggressors, but men, of course, make up the most damage.
Yeah, I mean, you lose your fight. You lost the fight. You fought somebody bigger than you because in your mind, he's not supposed to hit you back.
Yeah. I will say that if Chris Brown got his ass beat by Rihanna, people would start like laughing at him. You know, you got beat up by a girl. You know.
Right. But then if he hits her back, he's in trouble and he's an abusive male. So there's a catch-22. Women don't have that catch-22. If women hit a man, there's a certain sector, there's a good 15%, maybe lower than that, maybe 10% of us that'll be like, well, you know what I'm saying, you hit me, I'm about to smack the dog crap out of you right back. Or, you know what I'm saying, there's probably the other 85% who is like, well, you know, you're not supposed to put your hands on women. Now, like if a woman hits a man, you go, girl, you're empowered, like you're doing your thing, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? The women are not de-incentivized to not be overly aggressive like that towards men, except for by that fringe element of us who'll be like, yeah, you about to have a handprint across your face. And now there go your equality. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying?
They're not even de-incentivized to not hit each other.
Oh, big facts.
Oh yeah, isn't it like lesbian relationships are like the most like, violent, right?
That's right. I knew somebody else would say it. That's right.
PD Chicago facts. Shout out to PD Chicago B1 says, except for Dana White. Right. Yeah, no doubt. Because, you know, Dana White didn't get any kind of consequence. And you know what's interesting about that whole Dana White situation? The Root didn't say anything. A lot of women were very silent on that Dana White situation when he was on camera slapping his wife at that club in New Mexico. There was a lot of women, which shows that there's a group of men that women will give a societal pass for. And since, you know, like when we have all groups of women doing shit like saying, well, what does Amber Heard and Johnny Depp mean for black women? If you ask you that same magazine didn't ask the question, what does Dana White and his wife mean for black couples? We can say that all women treat a certain group of men a particular way.
Would Joe Rogan get the same treatment?
I think Joe Rogan would get that Dana White treatment. Real quick, shout out to him downstairs. Bron, you want to get that super chat? Or not Bron, damn, Brian and Motivate. Why am I doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
downstairs. I appreciate you. Put the $20. He said, here's some change to get some band-aids for them DV cases out there. Excellent stream, fellas.
Appreciate you, bro.
That's y'all putting out the game out there.
grind.
See what you're saying is all brown skin brothers look the same, Rob?
Who said that?
You.
Nah. I always mess up grinds. And for some reason, like I always do that, man. And that shit drives me crazy. Like I always do that shit. Like, it's like, why the hell do I do that? It's like one of them syntax errors. Like you just can't stop doing it. Like we just gotta accept that shit gonna happen once in a blue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I'm gonna run it.
True.
No, I do.
How?
I do. Like, okay, in the UK, there's a law that you get a free lawyer if
how does that prove that women are lying about violence?
Because I'm saying that you can't prove it unless they go to criminal court, because criminal court is based off of evidence, where family court is based off of a balance of probability. So it means it's more likely that they did it than didn't do it. It's not innocent until proven guilty.
Right, but they're not going to jail. It's just to let the abused.
I mean, you could call
partner.
it jail when you have a lifetime of not seeing your children. When the
You
whole
could, but
like
it's not.
community. I mean, you could. I mean, have you spoken to these men? It's like literally their whole community thinks they're an abuser. Now they get to see their kids maybe 3 days a month if they're lucky. A lot of
Sure,
them are
yeah,
put on.
sure,
a lot of
of
them
course.
are put on.
Yeah,
right.
there's bad outcomes for sure, but
Horrible.
on the whole,
I mean, a lot of men zero themselves out during this.
they what?
Like a lot of men commit suicide
Oh, I
during.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. You know.
It's horrible. It's like absolutely terrible. Like I interview these men that are going through this.
Yeah, I'm sure that's
the-
happened, but at the same time, you're saying women are lying about violence, and I haven't seen you be
No,
able to
okay.
prove
I'm
that.
saying that you can't prove it unless you go to criminal court because family
Right, but it's
court
not
is
a crime.
based off of evidence.
Right, but they're not going to jail.
not-
It's just about the welfare of the kids, and you know, the people.
It's a
involved.
crime if you're falsely accusing someone.
It's not about the welfare of the kids, because if it was about the welfare of the kids, if you ask me, automatically in any situation where couples split up, the custody for kids will be 50-50. It's not automatically about the benefit of the kids. So Ethan Klein is completely disingenuous with that, if you ask
Yeah,
me.
not only that, he's also disingenuous of calling her saying that she's saying that the women are lying. She didn't say that. She's basically saying they don't need proof in family court like they would in criminal court. So in family court, you can say whatever you want. You can say he's touching the children, right? And we do have cases where they do that. They can say that, and 9 times out of 10, they will adjudicate the case based on her saying that, unless he can prove it to be a lie. So with him saying, "Oh, so you're saying women are lying about it?" No, that's not what she said. Okay, so now I got to take her side in this part of it. He's full of shit. She didn't say that. She's saying that the basis of evidence or proof is weaker in family court than it is in criminal court.
And that's
she's
true,
right.
because in
she's
family
right.
court you're dealing with administrative law, and in criminal court you're dealing with criminal law, which criminal law is based on the preponderance of evidence, and criminal law I believe is based on reasonable doubt.
Right.
No, it's preponderance of evidence, and then administrative is based on reasonable doubt.
Right.
So there's a difference between the standard that they call it an evidentiary standard. You know what I'm saying?
in family court, if a woman is trying to get it to where she gets full custody, she can pretty much say anything she wants to affect that without proof. She doesn't have to prove that what she's saying is true. So him saying, "Well, you're saying women are lying." Well, are you saying that they can't be lying? Because women know that in order to get, when they get custody of their children, a lot of benefits come with that. And they know that they don't have to prove the shit they're saying. So why would these women not abuse that? So what's his basis of him saying that no, women would not abuse this power that they have in family court? I wouldn't say that they're lying, but they can, and they do. Right? They do at times. All of them are lying? No. But if all they got to, walk in and say, "Hey, he beat me, he beats the kids, he touches the kids," they say whatever they can, and there's nothing in place to discourage it. So we're saying what can happen, not what does or what percentage it happens at, but I'm gonna have to toss him to the wall for that bullshit right there.
What?
Fuck out of
What,
here.
did I mishear him, or did he say abusing your partner is not a crime?
No, I think he said abusing your partner is a crime. I think that's what he said. So I got a question for the people in the chat. Do you all feel that the way that child custody and visitation is initially assigned during a divorce or during a breakup, do you all feel that that's appropriate, or do you all feel that fathers automatically do not get enough time? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I guess before we start this, you guys could take that question if you want to. Me personally, I think that custody should automatically always be 50%, as long as both parents, maintain being competent parents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that the mother should automatically have the majority of the time. I don't think that's fair. I don't understand where that comes from or why that judgment is made or what kind of standards and data are that go into that decision. But I don't think that that's a fair.
Yeah,
I don't think
disagree
that's
with
fair.
it. I disagree with it too. But you know, again, a lot of times, you know, women will come into court and say whatever they have to win custody.
Yeah.
And you know, to act like we don't know this is true is bullshit. They want to be able to control that. Because you know, in this country, women think, you know, this the patriarchy, we ain't got no power over nothing. But when it comes to this family court and marriage and all of this other stuff, divorce and all that stuff, that's where the majority of the power rests at. And they're gonna lean on that motherfucker. They're gonna lean on that shit.
Lean with it, rock with it.
Right. So you know, this, you know, he's being full of shit right now with this part of the conversation, in my opinion.
Now, I just want to put this out there. In this picture right here, Pearl looked like she got a really mean mug. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she looked like a pit bull. Like, have you ever seen when those women be in those MMA fights and they square and they squaring up at the weigh-in? She looked like she about to weigh in with Ethan Klein right there. Like, let's go. Like, let's get it, Pearl. You know what I'm saying? She got the Myron vein going down the middle of her forehead.
And the other part of what she said is valid too. Like she said, it's kind of like being in jail in a sense, because you got to pay all this money for kids that you ain't gonna be in their lives, et cetera, et cetera. Like they do men dirty in this country when it comes to this family court shit. And this, it's not even a debate.
Facts.
I'm not willing to debate that with anyone here.
Him downstairs says she out here looking like Dirty Sherry. You know what I'm saying? Dirty Sherry. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. So real quick, y'all killing us on the likes, man. Make sure y'all smash those likes, and also make sure you guys hit the bell and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and share the video out. And we're gonna check this out, because if it look like if we keep this paused anymore, this side of Pearl's head gonna snap like a rubber band.
One of abuse.
I'm
saying there's no, you can't, they only prove it in less than 10% of cases.
Okay.
In criminal court, because criminal court is based off of evidence, family court is not.
So let's just say less than 10%. I'll just give you the benefit of the doubt on that. Still seems like enough to give people the option to leave. And this idea that women just leave whenever they want seems a little bit infantile, because people change, right? Especially when people get married young, which does happen. People change, people go through shit. People grow apart. A lot of the men who end up being abusive, you hear, were one way before they got married and one way after you get married. So I don't think it's fair to say you're just leaving whenever you want, or you should just have to stay in this forever.
So why
wouldn't you prefer people get married than never get married? Like,
all right, go ahead, bro. My bad.
My bad. Yeah, well, I wonder will he make that same argument for husbands?
I highly doubt it.
Right.
I don't think that he would make that argument for husbands.
Get him all the way the fuck out of here, man. Because because people grow apart and change their minds. Okay, so what if I don't want to, pay this bitch bills no more? What if Paul, my friend, what if I'll tone it down a little bit. What if the sex got old, right?
Nah, then you're a deadbeat, man. That's what he's going to say.
Then I'm a deadbeat. I'm trash. Brian, what's his name? Brad Pitt got tired of Jennifer Aniston, got dragged. See, when we do that,
check this out. Even if, how you just said, like, I'm tired of paying this bitch bills. Even if you get tired of that, the court's still gonna try to mess around and make you pay them anyway with alimony.
Do it.
Yeah, you gonna get messed up. That's crazy.
But that's the point that I'm making. Society disagrees with men growing and changing, right? Because we have a duty. For these chicks, is optional. It's optional, and that's the incentive. The fact that they can walk out unscathed, and actually, they may come up, but we take an L. In the majority of situations. And now you got Mary J. Blige, man, she got to pay alimony. Ain't no sympathy there. We ain't crying.
Facts. And there was a WNBA star who had to play a ceremony, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It's possible.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, man, but she had to pay alimony to her husband because she makes way more than him. And she was
She had
trying to
a
follow
husband?
him. Yeah, she had a husband. Yeah,
I thought they was all rainbow in the WNBA.
I'm gonna get her name right quick though.
But a lot of these women, they don't want to get married like they used to because they getting money now. So now they starting to feel like us.
Yeah.
You understand? No, we don't get Look at the women who make the most money. And shit, Rihanna, baby mama, she ain't no wife. Oprah ain't never get married. Look at all the women that got the most money. They single. Yeah, Halle Berry. Yeah, shout out to PD Chicago. Yeah, Halle Berry, another one. I got to pay alimony.
Yeah, Candace Parker. That's her name. Candace Nicole Parker.
And there was another singer songwriter who had to pay her husband. Adele had to pay her husband. Every time I see that shit, man, retribution.
Right, and these girls lose their mind on social media. This ain't fair.
This ain't fair.
This ain't right. You're mad.
This patriarchy strikes again. Patriarchy strikes again.
Yeah. Equality, bitch.
Feminism.
Oh man, y'all, wow, man, y'all got me down. Look, I'm still tripping that they're straight women that play in the WNBA. I'm not past that part yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I truly didn't know that. Right. I thought Brittany Griner like represented the
right.
Yeah, she's not the exception, she's the rule.
Yeah, I thought she was the rule. I thought she was the poster girl. You know,
did you guys see the trade-off we made for Brittany Griner?
That
that terrible trade.
Yeah.
Bruh, keep her, bro. What are you doing?
The nuclear delivery guy.
Yeah,
like that.
Merchant of death. That's what they call it.
Right, it's like trading us ace of spades or three.
Now they traded it was basically they traded a Barbie doll for a Destro figure, you know what I'm saying? And called it fair.
Was it Russia?
Yeah, it was Russia.
Russia pulled one over on us, man.
Yeah.
No, I mean your dumb leadership.
Yeah, it was Joe Biden, man.
Mm-hmm.
Did he? Oh, never mind.
Joe Biden stay on the floor though, so you know.
This guy gets lost everywhere he goes, bro. What the? I have to send the secret squad after him, man. Where'd he go, man?
He needs one of those disabled people dogs. Is what he needs to help him out.
Yeah. Bro, and it's so disappointing because I was watching the video earlier, Benjamin Plantation Dixon, and he was trying to down talk what's that dude name? Carnell West for challenging Joe Biden.
Okay.
Bro,
who is Benjamin Plantation Dixon?
Benjamin Dixon. He's from the he got kicked out of TYT. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's part of the Young Turks network.
Yeah, he was part of that. They kicked him out. They got that other brother because they said you're not bringing in the black people like you should have. So
Right.
They actually replaced it with Dr. Richie.
They replaced him with Dr. Rashad Ritchie. Okay. Now that's not the dude that looked like that's got the dreadlocks that look like Sway a little bit, is it?
No, that's somebody else. I'm talking about the ball. If you type in Benjamin Dixon, he has a channel, 133,000 subs, but his videos barely get like 1,000 views.
Okay. He got 130,000 and be getting Reactz podcast views, huh? He one of them type Skip Bayless channels. That's hilarious. All right, y'all, I'm gonna run it again.
Like, I feel like you would be disturbed if, like, only 5% of couples ever got married.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather people got married and stayed married.
Right, but that wasn't one of the options.
I actually don't see a point in getting married with the way that marriage is today, to be honest. Yeah, because again, like, what is it? The average marriage is like 8 years. So the average marriage is 8 years and you're done. That's not marriage.
Leaving a marriage due to domestic violence and not pursuing criminal charges. Let's say that a woman's in a marriage and they have a no fault marriage divorce. So let's say she doesn't want to charge her husband. She just wants to leave.
Shout out to Birdman Flocka. Grind, you want to take that?
Yeah, man. Appreciate the 199. He says worst trade in WNBA history.
That's funny as hell.
That's hilarious. Yo, make sure you guys show some love and throw some radiation emoji in the chat for the super chats. We definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's Grift Friday, so you know what I'm saying. Make sure y'all act like y'all at church when it comes to them super chats.
Hey, Rob, why is
Yo.
why is this dude acting like domestic violence is he said it was 25%. He's acting like it's the basis or it's the standard of what women are getting divorced over.
Yeah, that's not true at all.
He keeps rehashing that point again and again. So when she talks about how marriage is today, and she makes an argument about how women are, able to just walk out and abuse the family court system, he goes right back to DV.
It's a debate tactic, like, because the thing is that, right, like I agree that domestic violence is a huge problem, and it's a problem not to be taken lightly. However, domestic abuse is not the primary reason of why females are increasing with divorces. Right. And the incident of domestic violence occurring is not positively correlated with an increase in divorce. They're two isolated incidents. Like, these aren't a cause and effect relationship. They're cause and effect relationship in certain situations, but it's not an ultimate cause and effect. Like, divorces aren't happening because abuse is there. No, divorce is happening because there's other options there, and in some cases divorce is happening because abuse is there. You see what I'm saying?
Right, because she already gave it up that, okay, in the exception that there's DV. She already gave that up. So why is he still leaning on that? At this point, now you're trying to make a case for women abusing the court system by saying, well, they're getting their asses beat and that's why it's happening. That's nonsense.
Right, which is going to lead to more false accusations to get an easy out in court, which is not a good thing.
And to get custody.
Custody, yeah. Yeah, big fact.
Also, isn't the majority, like, the reason for divorce is finances?
Yeah, I think I if I'm not mistaken, I think financial is probably
big ones, right?
it's at least in the top 5. I want to say
it's probably in top 3.
And if you put DB in there, it's gonna be ranked way lower. I don't think it's gonna be one of those big reasons.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah, so real quick, should probably move on.
Y'all killing us, man. Over on Reactz, we got 28 people watching and we only got 18 likes. Y'all not feeling the stream this week? Let us know if y'all feeling the stream. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody watching over on Grind and Motivate's channel. Make sure you guys show some love, and also make sure you guys check out the content creators who are part of the stream. Go check out Keep It 100's channel. Check out Bronze the God's channel, and also make sure you guys check out Jada Informant's channel. You guys can all put your links in there so that people can go and check you guys out.
Amicably, okay? But in your situation, she's forced to charge him legally, to have a police investigation, charge him for domestic violence. Wouldn't that be more damaging to his reputation?
Not if he beat the case, because again, it's based off of evidence. But I mean, I think that why would you want an abusive guy walking free? If he's actually abusive, he should go to jail. Shouldn't we agree on that?
Right, but it's just not that simple, again, because like it's just not that simple, abuse cases, because and it's not that simple to convict people.
I just don't think that men should be punished without evidence. And I think in family court, it's not based off of evidence. It's based on a balance of probabilities. And so you have a case where men only, like, they're stuck seeing their kid like 3 days a month, when again, it's not based off of evidence. Like, I've interviewed guys where literally the wife, and I've seen the court documents. It's coming out in my documentary that's coming out in the fall. But the wife was plotting to try to get the guy to hit her.
Right, I'm sure that happens, but and
the wife still got custody.
Right, but that's not a representative case. Again, I mean, for example, you ask why a mom wouldn't want to try a parent. It's more nuanced, right? I mean, you need a more developed take on that, because it's very traumatic for the kids and the family to put their father through a violence case, and especially when the kids are probably going to have to ask to testify, to talk to the police. I mean, I totally understand why a mother or father wouldn't want to put their family through that, don't you?
I mean, I can understand it. Yeah.
Sure. Sure. And I mean, according to national statistics on domestic violence, okay, there's 10 million men and women each year that are the victim of physical abuse. But in your world, I have a feeling that a lot of these people would be trapped in these marriages. And that's okay.
I
She already
said in
agreed.
one-sided abuse, they could leave. Yes.
Okay.
So, no.
Go ahead, bro.
She already agreed. Why is he beating the dead horse? And another thing he said was men and women are victims of domestic violence. So that 25% is not 25% women.
Right.
Right? So you got to slice that up. 40% of victims of DV are men. 40. You think I'm bullshitting? Look it up. 40. Of course, there's more women, but 40%. And that's reported cases. Okay,
That's still a high. That's still a high number. Like that,
high as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, that's not like it. That's not to say that it's not a significant problem for men. Like I mean, 40% is just 10% less than 50%. You know, what I'm saying?
So 40% of that 25, because that's how you do stats. 40% of the 25. So what's 40% of 25%? So 40% of 25% of all divorce.
Right. So I mean, the thing is that anytime you're multiplying two percentages that are below 100% together, you're decreasing the number.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Also, if you add in the lesbians that are beating up other lesbians, that number is gonna get higher. You know. Or
yeah. Facts.
Right, and that's the DV that ain't got nothing to do with a man, right?
Yep.
And then Terrence brings up a good point about like the self consciousness issue and the social the social acceptance issue. He says a man generally won't admit to being beat up by his woman, and I think that tends to be true.
Facts.
A lot of times guys will see that as embarrassing. Society will see that as embarrassing. And, you know, despite the fact that your woman could be you could be married to Holly Holmes and she might actually be whooping your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have a chick like Ronda Rousey who could legitimately be beating your ass. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? Like Holly Holmes will whoop your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? But like,
bro?
You know, their society won't accept it because it's a woman. And it's just interesting, you know what I'm saying? Did you guys want to say anything else, or you guys good?
Now let's move on.
All right, let's run it. It'd be so funny, man. Like these interviews be so freaking long. You know what I'm saying? Like these interviews be long as hell, and we only be getting to like 23 minutes of these bad boys, but we be hitting more points than they do in the whole thing. Like that's crazy.
Okay. Do you?
I do think in order to get custody of your kids, if you're going to accuse the other side of abuse, you should have to prove it.
Do you think what do you think is more harmful to kids, divorce or physical abuse?
Physical abuse.
Okay, you passed that one.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to think about it for a second. But anyway, let's move on from this.
No, I just thought it was kind of a silly question. That was all.
Yeah. Same.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's refreshing.
Wait, hold on.
Tell me what does red pilled mean to you?
You said that you agree that was a silly question?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think it was too. I'm not going front. What did y'all think that was a silly question, or did y'all think that question was legit? If y'all thought it was silly, give me a thumbs up. If y'all thought it was legit, then give me a thumbs down.
And then he tried to frame her reaction as
no. Knowing Pearl, I thought you was gonna say divorce, bro.
See, I think that's why he asked her. I think it was kind of like a baiting question to try to gauge. I don't think that there was any serious, like he wasn't gonna use that to back up any kind of point that he had. I think he was just poking with that. Carlton said Pearl looked like she tired. Yeah, she do.
Yeah, it was a stupid question, but it was sufficient for Pearl.
Yeah, I agree.
So, because I've heard you use that phrase a lot. You're part of the red pill community.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people. I will say a lot of people have their own definitions of it, so people use it for different things. But I would say it's viewing the world the way it's supposed to be, or like the way it is, not the way you're told it is.
So here go my question: if Pearl is a red pill woman, then how is it that she can't see herself that she is the poster girl for modern women? If she's red pilled, because if she's red pilled, she should be able to identify that.
She probably does, but she can't say it.
I think if you ask me, it would make her more legitimate if she actually just came out and said it. Like if
I
she
don't-
came out to be like one of those bad examples, like I'm gonna give you the best advice because this is me. Like I'm gonna tell you how not to get robbed because I rob people all the time. Like to me, like I would have more respect for her if she framed her content in that way instead of like wearing the polka dot Karen dresses, the Mildred skirts and all of that, and trying to have a traditional look and act like you this traditional woman and you probably burn up scrambled eggs.
I get it, but will the audience that she serves feel as you do? And
That's a good question. I can't answer that with 100% certainty. I don't know. I'd be interested to see how people would feel about it. They may not take it the way that I would take it, but then some might though. You know what I'm saying?
I've got a question for you guys. How would you define the red pill?
That's a question for Keep It 100. You want that one, bro?
She's correct. Her definition of red pill is correct. It's seeing things as they are, not as you are told they are. I and I'm gonna say this with very much confidence. I'm probably the most red pill motherfucker y'all gonna meet on this YouTube. Period. There's a lot of people they say, and then they live some other shit. Okay,
right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's
right?
facts.
Right. So just understand, like when you say red pill, and a lot of people get red pill twisted because when I hear how people talk about guys who say they're red pill, understand that I look at a lot of guys who say they're red pill sideways. But red pill, that doesn't take away credibility from red pill. It takes credibility away from those individuals.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because you can't be red pill and you still out here, aspirational on a dream and shit like that. No, you accept the jungle as it is. Those are trees and these are bushes, and you move that way. Period. Like that is red pill, and it's drawn from the Matrix. You can live in the Matrix, or you can be in the real world, and that's red pill. The red pill is the real world as is, and you move accordingly. Not the bullshit they sold you. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I heard. No, no problem. I heard people define it differently. Some say seeing the world for how it is and not how you want it to be. Some say self-improvement. Some say like the manosphere. Some say a masculine network. So it's like
I mean, some of those things are associated with red pill, but they're not the definition of red pill.
Okay.
Right. As far as self-improvement, I advocate self-improvement, but I mean, that's not the definition of red pill. It's something that you should do, but I mean, the definition of the actual phrase red pill is really about, and it's not just about relationships. People tie red pill to, men and women in relationships and marriage and parenting and things of that nature, and it goes way beyond that. It goes into politics, it goes into business, everything that you would religion, all of those things, man. Everything that you were told how you should deal with the society, because society is man-made, and there are rules of society that are man-made, and they're made that way so that society can run a certain way. And you have to subscribe to that in order for it to run a certain way. Period. So if you reject that because it doesn't like coincide with what's reality, then you could consider yourself red pill, or if you go to a next extent, maybe black pill, which is like none of this shit matters.
Right. That's about where I'm at.
Right.
Anybody that's ever had a conversation with me will tell you I'm black pilled in a motherfucker, and I don't even be trying to be like, that's just my personality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, my question actually for everybody on the panel is, do you all think that the red pill community is bad for the red pill, or is the red pill bad for the red pill community?
I don't understand the question.
Like so basically what I'm saying is like, would you say that the red pill is a good set of ideas that people can take to build on, but do you feel that the red pill ideals are bad, and they're a bad influence on the community of people who's influenced by them, or would you feel that the red pill is ultimately a good thing? It's just that the community, people have taken it and corrupted it. Which one would you think is possibly occurring at this current moment in history?
I mean,
I
shit.
think it's the community one.
You
Yeah, I
saying what?
think so.
Is the red pill corrupting the community, or people?
No. I think what he's saying, well, that was the question: is that happening? But I think what his choice was is that the community is actually corrupting the red pill, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think that
because
go ahead.
Because you see the Taste are getting charged right now. You see Myron's doing the KKK shit. You see, it's bro, the Ripple Rolo being a fraud. The Ripple is like imploding on itself. So it's like it's the people who are like messing it all up for like the community, you know.
Yeah, I and see, like, that's the thing where I get kind of like, I think that the red pill community is having an issue, and the reason why I think the red pill community is having an issue is because many of the people who were doing this whole representation of the red pill are not properly representing it. I think that if there were people who actually represented the ideas as they're meant to be distributed and digested, then the red pill would be more beneficial. So like because if you recall, Abba and Preach have recently been like some of the most harsh critics of the red pill, right? And they're going around, criticizing all of these red pill people. But if you recall, 2 years ago, Abba and Preach came out with a video where they said the red pill community is necessary. So you can't have necessary and it be a poison at the same time.
So
go ahead. No, go ahead.
As far as Abba and Preach, I started listening to them because they were red pill. There's a lot of guys who started out building their channels on some red pill shit. And they got to a certain level, and in order
they couldn't talk about it anymore.
Right, because they're now mainstream and red pill.
Wider audience,
right. It's counterculture. You can't talk about red pill at a certain level and then keep ascending. So what they did was they bust a left on some, business shit, some YouTube business shit, and decided, you know what, this ain't going to be good for us going forward. And a lot of some of these other guys are the same way, right? Because red pill is counterculture, right? So you can't continue to build and become right. So you're gonna you run the risk of kind of like damaging what you built, but you built it off that, right? So as far as red pill, the other red pill guys and red pill imploding and that stuff, all that stuff. What it really is this: people are wearing red pill masks to get on YouTube and sell the idea of red pill, but they don't live it. Right?
So they basically are essentially doing the same thing that Just Pearly Things is doing.
A few of them, yeah. I ain't going to deny that. Like, there's a couple of guys who, I mean, whether they intend to or not, it's like the ideas make sense to them, but they can't bring their lives to live it.
Yep.
Right. So it's not necessarily that they're all necessarily grifting. Some of them are, but then there are others who, it's like the people who, they want to fight the power, but they don't want to be on the front line. They like the idea of it, but they don't want to practice it. Right. So it's not that they don't believe in it. You got people who, they talking what we're talking about now, divorce and things like this, and they see the world, the way red pill guys see it, but in their real life, like they're married, their wife is this way, and they got their kids and things like that. So they can't adjust their lives to these ideas at the point that they're at. You know what I'm saying? They would have to burn their whole shit down.
Yeah.
Me, I'm lucky. I've been like this since I'm young, so my shit has went from there on to now. I don't have to adjust nothing. I just have to be me. I'm not playing a character. But
right.
Yeah. I was just talking about. It's like the fraudsters I was talking about, like Donovan Sharp. He says don't marry single moms. He says don't marry used up woman. You married the single mom. You married a used up woman. So he's like he's proud of it.
Anybody that can justify that.
Yeah, and it all started with Abba and Preach. The whole like deconstruction of the red pill started with Abba and Preach going to Fresh and Fit and making those videos. You know, that's when it started.
I mean, the other thing is the red pill is also associated with a lot of negative things. If you let media tell you, you know, a lot of these guys are losers or incels or, you know, they're sexual predators or, you know, this and that. Like, you know, these are the things that you say about a group of people when you want to toss the ideology out the window, right? And you find the few. Right, you find a few guys that applies to, and then you paint the whole ideology with it, right? And they are, you know, I'm one of those guys that I can say, okay, well, I can be of an ideology, but then I can see that there are problematic people or problematic things in the ideology that need to be called out, and it's not enough of that. You have to be able to call out the problems in the group or you know space that you belong to. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, or any other belief system, group, or whatever you belong to. You have to be able to say, "Yo, this thought process is a problem, or these people or this person is a problem, this, that, and the other." And by doing that, you kind of prevent this idea of like, you know, either supporting his silence or making it look like the ideology is aligned with that extreme idea or that extreme person or that problematic idea or person. You understand what I'm saying? So if you don't do that, then you're kind of accepting the downsides of what, you know, what is hitching to your wagon.
Yeah, that's what I respect about you guys. You guys see something you guys don't like, you speak on it. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter from your side. You know.
And a lot of times it's not a real popular thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Real quick, make sure y'all show some love. Shout out to Adrian Hicks for joining. Shout out to my man Adrian Hicks. What's good with it, bro?
Adrian Hicks. Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, Adrian, cool people.
So, like, you know, for example, a lot of guys think if they treat a girl nice and give her flowers that, you know, she'll essentially sleep with him. And then a lot of guys find out that's not true. And so then they, you know, came together and realized that. So it's just one thing.
Is that true? Do men really believe that?
But what do you mean?
That if you buy flowers and be nice, she'll sleep with you?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me is that something that y'all believed? Or now here's my thing. Here's my thing. Like I think that you know, like the old traditional lessons, like I think that men are taught a lot of misconceptions about women. But I think that there's only like a select group of people that are actually that stupid that think that that's how that works. What do you guys think?
Maybe in some cultures out in like the woodlands or some shit like that, but not in America, not in the West.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot of things in our media that tells men that if they do these things, including women themselves, that tells men if they do right by women, give them stuff and pay for stuff and this and that women will sleep with them. This is they tell men this, right? I've said it on streams a million times. You know, women, don't sleep with no guy if he ain't helping you out with rent or this and that, and don't send me a what you doing text if I'm paying $2,000, $3,000 a month in bills. So then the guy does what he thinks he's supposed to do for this attention, and then he doesn't get it. So imagine the McDonald's commercial with the 99-cent Big Mac. Oh, okay. You go down to pay your 99-cent and they just looking at you and you're like, where's my Big Mac? And they say, well, you think just because you gave us 99-cent, we supposed to give you a Big Mac? You're entitled.
Right.
No, this is what you told us. You said, yo, a real man pays all the bills. A real man does this. Real men do this, do that, and give us this and give us gifts and you know, Gucci bags and red bottoms and all this other shit. So if a guy does all of those things, he has an expectation.
Look at the guys who get it given up to them sloppy the first time they come in contact with a female.
Misogynist.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's never the guys that are just knights in shining armor. You know what I'm saying? You know how they got that analogy of the guy takes his jacket off and puts it down so the woman can walk across the rain.
Right.
Yeah, it's actually that guy puts down the splash blanket for somebody else to come and satisfy that woman.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The splash curtain.
That's why I never got that, bro. I never got that. I never understood where you like so desperate you like pay for her rent. That's insane.
Well,
That's insane.
again, this is a culture where we define masculinity as what men do for women. If you say real men do blank, the blank is always about what men are doing for women. It's not about real men pay their own bills or real men are, self-sufficient. Real men do blank, and blank is something that you do for yourself, because when we define what women are and strong, independent, it's about what they're doing for themselves. So we tell women, do you, and we tell men, take care of women. But who takes care of men? Men can't even take care of themselves.
All of that bullshit ass real man talk, all of that shit is friend zone instructions.
Right.
You'll get to enjoy the nice warm clutch of the friend zone. You know what I'm saying? That sounds great on a Friday night, doesn't it?
Right. But then men are reacting to being conned.
If all I'm saying is, if you want to pay for her rent, go pay for her rent, but at least get the innards first so you don't get scammed. What are you doing?
Yeah.
These guys
Gotta read the
secure the
room.
innards.
But you're wrong for that too.
Secure
you're
the
wrong.
innards.
Right. How dare you try to get my innards without paying my rent first?
Right.
That's crazy.
So I don't know what she meant by flowers. Is she talking about literally flowers? Because if she's talking about just flowers, you're lowering the bar. Because I see these women, as you were previously saying, they want you to pay their bills. Can you pay this car note? Can you do my nails? Yada yada yada.
I mean,
Well,
even
but-
Missy Elliott said that in that song, "Why You All in My Grill? Can you pay my bills?" Like this
Right.
isn't new shit.
Right.
And it's literally okay to encourage gold digger culture in women. But if guys reject that notion, somehow I'm a misogynist because I don't think that you should just get money out of my wallet for breathing. I don't give a shit if you breathe.
And then you say, okay, well then let's go half. It's equality right now. You a roommate. You weak. You need me to pay half of your bills. No, you need me to pay all of yours.
Right.
And please.
There we go. So I'm saying, so I think she's lowering the bar. She's actually talking about flowers.
But she's talking about herself. I think she's talking about herself. You don't even have to buy her flowers. Just be homeless.
That's
Bruh.
hilarious.
I just can't imagine walking up to some girl's door with flowers in. I think that's such an old tradition that died out when people didn't have technology and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it would go
I'm
so
gonna say,
bad
like-
nowadays. The female will pepper spray you all in your face. The flowers will wilt right there. Like,
I'm gonna say the flower thing ended like 90s, 2000s, early 2000s. I think that's when it ended.
No, never do it.
Maybe late 80s. I would say.
Late 80s, that far back?
I think it's that far back.
they still
I
sell
was
them.
aborted.
They still sell them homeless people / crackhead flowers at the gas station. See if you can get a little bouquet of those and see.
Yeah, but
and see
they
if you
prices
slide
went up
those
too.
through.
Shit.
Yeah, they
Everybody
did.
going up, man. Got people going. They prices going up and shit, man. I mean, you pull up to the store. They ain't talking about $1 for a flower or $5. They talking about $10 now, man.
Yeah, $10.
They in a recession too. How you gonna be homeless in a recession? You been in a recession, nigga. What?
That's hilarious. All right, y'all. I'm gonna run it a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's real. I think that's like a really odd way to describe dating. It's just like men are nice guys and women
Well, I
are.
just think
it just seems very
I would say-
cartoonish. Like we're talking about real world stuff, and it's just you can't
I
really.
just think men don't expect like women to reproduce more with felons than non-felons. Like I think that's a surprise.
Women reproduce more with felons
Violent
than
felons.
non-felons.
Yeah. I mean, like think about it.
Now, what do you guys think about that?
That's facts. That's a statistic that I can post a link in the chat for.
Post that link in the chat.
Yeah, multiple partner fertility among felons. So he can rub his chin all he likes. He's not going to be able to beat that. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. There's a stat for that. So yeah.
Hey, just to be clear, this guy H2O, whatever his name is, he's a liberal, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty liberal.
Yeah, he's a liberal.
Oh, so this is why he's doing it, because he's pandering to his crowd, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think he was a liberal before because he used to make fun of liberals before, but now I guess now he is grifting.
Yeah, I think he probably
two grifters, man. Two grifters on the opposite sides battling it out. That's what
right, getting reacted to by some grifters. Shout out to the grifters. Shout out to the grifters. You know what I'm saying? We doing it today.
Hey, Rob, you know me posting these links is SBE, right?
This is SBE, shame, blame, and explain.
Shame, blame, and explain.
Well, let me ask the question. Well, that means that. So what you're doing is posting links to statistics right? So that means that any information in response to whether it's substantiating or denying something, any information is SBE. So it's interesting because we're getting to a gray goo apocalypse with STE or SBE, where SBE is literally everything. Like me having this stream is SBE. Like this reaction is SBE because you know what I'm saying? Like I'm explaining what I do and don't agree with, and both of these two are going to still make content, even though if nobody made content, I wouldn't be able to react to any content. You know what I'm saying? Like it's SBE.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess I should actually be streaming about how to create a multi-million-dollar empire, which I actually do stream about. But when I do stream about it, those people that believe in those kind of things are nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
So you know who the most successful people on the internet who try to show you how to build an empire?
Who is that?
The scammers who want you to pay them to show you how to build an empire.
And they build their own empire. Like look at Andrew Tate's house.
Bruh, if you ever watch Pocket Watching with JT, he goes through so many scammers, man. He said the number one thing that you always find about the scammers, if anybody, you guys want to take anything off, they always start talking to you like they're from the hood. Like, don't you want to know how I came out of prison and now I'm a millionaire? You need to buy this course.
Pocket watching with JT was watching everybody's pockets so much he missed Anton Daniels for a long time. He happened to miss those pockets.
Yeah, he missed those pockets, man.
Yeah,
you know,
even though they was right next to him on his show a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, them pockets was like right there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can look all the way across the United States and see all these other pockets, but you can't see the niggas that's right next to you.
There's a when it comes to Anton Daniels, there's a ball man alliance that you can't cross over.
There is. There's a pool table union. You know what I'm saying? There's a pool table union because all of those milk duds stay in the same package. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. You got the lead attorney, Pocket Watching with JT. You know what I'm saying? Anton Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Like all those dudes. It's wild. It's wild.
I want to see this guy's reaction to what she said about these felons because I want to see him play himself because you know if he ain't got the info, then he should not be challenging that. But you know, I posted the link in the chat. Father's imprisonment and women's multiple partner fertility. The link is in the chat. So yeah.
I'm not surprised by that statistic. Actually, like any normal man that would hear that would be like, I believe that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because literally, like most of these women have their views about the totality of men because of the piece of shit they gave it up to and had a baby by that screwed their life up early on. And that's what created their stereotype that they have of most men, that the average guy that's going to work 9 to 5 has to deal with the attitude and spite from. You know what I'm saying? So like most dudes are going to believe that. For whatever reason, only somebody like him is not going to believe that, and he's scratching his chin. You know
okay, so I just Googled most felons violent crime. It says there are a number of felony violent crimes, all of which have different potential penalties. The most common of these are criminal homicides, including murder and manslaughter, robbery, rape, or sexual assault, battery and domestic violence, as well as kidnapping or false imprisonment. These are just the common ones, the most common. So these chicks are crazy. What are they doing?
Riding up and down that, like 50 Cent said, riding up and down that pogo stick. That's what they doing.
Bro, you want to hear something funny, man? So he just mentioned I'm not gonna say the whole word, but I'm gonna say nappy. There was a story that came out, I believe it was in Russia, where this guy, he wanted to divorce his wife, so he got his friend. They napped his wife, and they buried her alive. But the dummy didn't know that she had something. I forgot what it was she had on her, but she was able to crawl out her own grave and turn him into the police.
Oh wow. Wow, that's wild.
What
All
if
right,
the
let's check
trooper
this
first
out real
and then
quick.
they're here? What are you doing?
Like Ted
Wait, hold
Bundy.
on, hold on, hold on,
Ted
hold on, hold
Bundy.
on. Wait, what does that mean? So felons who are
Mhm.
procreating have more kids in general than non-felons. What does that stat mean?
They have more children with felons than non. It's like
So if a,
I don't remember if it's violent felons versus non-violent felons, but I just remember violent felons have more children than non-violent felons.
and so there's men who are looking at that and they're pissed.
No, not
Because I've
pissed,
never
I
heard
think
that stat in my
surprised.
life.
No, I think just surprised.
Right? I've
Because,
never heard
you're
that stat.
told- Okay.
Yeah, is there a source for that? It just seems kind of an odd stat. Like, what does it prove? Felons have more kids than non-felons.
What it proves is that you have to, it seems like women have a propensity to want to give up the, you know, they want to be able to have a baby with a degenerate. They're invested in the degeneration of humanity. That's kind of what that shows.
This dude's an
And
idiot.
they also-
He asked, what does it prove? If women are having children with felons and then moving on to other felons, and these same felons have multiple children with multiple women, then that would explain why we have all of this DV that he's trying to make a case for no fault divorce for.
Right.
Yep.
Is this dude a clown or what?
Yeah, if they're with felons, these felons are most likely violent, which means the DMVs are gonna get higher and higher. You know.
Right. Shout out to Jada Informant in the back chat. He said just Pearly Things is losing weight and hair.
Yeah, but yeah.
Also, I guess it's time to commit some felonies, man. I gotta go do some napping. You know.
Nah, don't do that because I'm not trying to be funny, but like that's the ultimate. Like simps are dangerous, and the reason why they're dangerous is because they're like crackheads, but for women.
Right.
You know what I'm
do
saying?
anything.
And like crackheads will do anything. Like a simp will do anything a woman tells a simp to do, they'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These are dangerous people, bro. You know what I'm saying?
See what she's demonstrating here, what I'm noticing, because I mean I've seen little clips of her, and I never sat and watched the whole Pearly Things stream, right? But like this debate that he's having with her, and then you know, in this moment in time, she's the one that actually has the info, and she's the one that's actually correct. But she's making it. You would, if you didn't know the stat, you would think that you know, she was being challenged by him, which tells me she doesn't know how to debate because she's not sticking her point, right? So he's like, oh, so what does that prove and this and that? You know, as dumb as that sounds, if somebody's listening to this and they don't like Pearl, or they want to toss out the data that she just provided in the conversation, they will take his side like, yeah, what does that mean? That doesn't mean nothing. It's kind of like watching a debate between Destiny and anybody where nobody questions anything that this man says. Because even what people don't understand about debates, you don't even have to be right to win.
Right. No,
you have to make the other person look wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't know how to debate, and in this moment in time, she actually is correct. She is right, and he's wrong, but she's letting him like tell her like, where does that come from? When she should be slapping him. Peer review study. Like if it was me sitting there, bro, I'd give this dude no room to breathe.
Yeah. Also, she has the right stats, and she can read a study, but she doesn't know how to use or explain it. So right now he asks for an explanation. She can't explain anything.
Right.
It's a shame that it takes her not knowing how to debate to be submissive, isn't it? That's a modern woman for you right there. You know what I'm saying?
You just have to start debating them. That's crazy.
Yeah, just expect her to do something intellectual, and she'll submit real quick.
Right. Bro, she need to buy a weave though, man. I'm sorry. That she needs a weave. Bro, that hairline is fading. Look
That's
at it.
hilarious.
Have you seen those videos with those chicks with weaves, and then that's all of a sudden they get their weaves get taken off, and it's like, damn.
That's just Pearly Things right there. That's your girl, nasty girl Pearl. You know what I'm saying? So yo, fellas, we are like 2 hours and 56 minutes in, and I think we actually hit a decent part of that debate. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, my time is up. I gotta go. I appreciate everybody coming on. Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Grind and motivate. Bronze the God. Derek, shout out to Derek for coming in. We lit came in for a minute, but then I don't know, he must have been having some technical difficulties. And Jay, so you guys know what to do. If you guys want us to finish this debate up, then you know, leave it in the comment section and we will definitely try to get a part 2 of it up. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Valuetainment dropped their interview with Tristan Tate today, and we were thinking about checking that out and doing a stream on that. So if you guys want that, also let us know about that in the comments. And guys, make sure that you're subscribed to everybody's channel. I'll tag everybody in the description box of the video, and also check out the Discord. Shoot us content. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to chat with people in the chat in there. And that's it, man. Is there anything that anybody wanted to say leaving out? Shout out to everybody for coming on the panel.
Shout out to Adrian and Carlton and everybody else that is up to me. I will be on tonight. I know my usual nights is Saturday.
Oh, you going live tonight?
There will be a Friday night live tonight. Not everybody's gonna make it. The simp can't be saved. Okay.
That's man, we was just alluding to that. This is the perfect segue into that stream. So that's what's
the
up.
simp cannot be saved, bro. That's what we're gonna be discussing tonight. It's gonna be crazy. Welcome to the Fuggery. So if you want to check that out, I'll be on tonight in a few hours. Go to the channel and you'll see it there. Just hit the bell and notification. You ain't gonna miss it. I'm talking crazy tonight. So
okay,
that's good. That's what's up.
Let me say this, Rob, man, you should most definitely host a debate. I don't care what the topic is. You should host a debate, man. I think you get some views off that.
Let me know who you want me to host a debate, and if they down with it, you know what I'm saying, we'll throw it around. And
you know, you could just pick like any topic, and you can have like panelists, you know, debate each other, you know, just to get where each other coming from.
Okay, yeah,
I'm down with that.
All right, well, yeah, y'all get at me. Let me know what y'all want to do and who y'all want to debate with, and I'll try to set it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. He said he's you know.
Yeah, that's what's good.
It's going down.
Yeah, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time over there tonight. So I can't wait to see that. So that's what's good. Anybody else got any final words? Grind.
Hey, you remember this name? That's
good. Grind your ass wild, bro. I ain't fucking with you. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
No doubt. Peace out.
All right, bro.